Jamaica. I forget.
Picturesque Ocho Rios.
Are we in Ocho Rios right now?
Yes, we are. Yes.
See, guys, we're learning already. We're learning
Well,
together.
some of us are.
That's right. And we're about to have a match here between Joe Russell and Marc Lewis. And as you said earlier,
Joe Russell needs no introduction.
Yeah. Tell us about him.
Oh, put me on the spot. You won the world championship. What do you want to know? You won the world championship.
Championship from Tennessee originally.
What more can you ask? When did you find that out?
Lots of things. Lots of things.
How long did you find that out?
Broadcaster.
Okay.
And so it's been a wild weekend here in Jamaica. This, of course, is the main event championship. Not a huge field, but a really competitive field in a really cool environment.
But a very tough field.
And you were in the Bernard. You were.
You don't have to talk about me, Brad.
Well, I think before we get started, just so you know who your team is here. So I'm Brad. I come to you from New York, and I'm part of the Clinton Hill back-end club.
We both are.
Well, and what I was about to say was I've been at Clinton Hill for a long time. But Bernard, you are a much younger, almost as handsome backgammon player who's quickly rising up the ranks. You won in St. Louis earlier this year.
Please,
you've won doubles championships at the Ohio State tournament. And so, anyway, and you were recently featured in Prime magazine.
We all love. Come on.
And so
I'm not
my
champion. I'm not champion.
But here's my point being is I think what we should do tonight is I might describe what's going on, but I think you should try to help us understand what moves you like and why.
Sure, I can give you my opinion as well. My opinion, I'm sure what Joe Russell picks to play. I would pick Joe Russell if I was Vegas.
Most of this will be about us explaining why Joe is doing it.
Yeah, to pick the right play. And Marc Lewis, of course, I saw him play Blaze. He's a very competent player. He's an excellent player, Marc Lewis. So I'm excited to see some good backgammon. And this, I believe, is the semifinal, or it might be the round to get into the semifinal.
I was just about to ask if we know what round this is.
I think this is the money. This is at least the money bracket.
And we're in. I was going to say this is the undefeated bracket. The way that this tournament works is it's a double elimination, meaning you can get back into the main bracket. Mm-hmm. But both of these guys, I believe, are undefeated. In fact, Joe beat Kiko in the first round.
Wow! Wow! That's so.
It was a heavyweight first round match.
Yeah, that is a two. I mean, if you're in the rest of the bracket, you're happy to see that because you're like one of these people who's going for fighters, you know. That's always nice when you see two people who are playing each other, and you're like, okay, I don't have to play one of those people, hopefully.
And what I enjoy about this space, so just so you know, if you're trying to get a sense of what this is like, so this is at a beach sort of resort that Joey Issa, who set up this entire tournament,
benevolent Joey Issa.
That's right. Has been running, and so there is not only kind of this nice little beachfront property set up, and there's a villa, and there's a bar, and all the good stuff that you'd expect with a beautiful Ocho Rios resort, and a couple of blue bamboo. But then Joey also basically built a backgammon paradise out of nothing.
Yeah, really.
So
rivers in the desert.
It's this 2-story backgammon center. We're in the lower floors right now. There's a whole viewing room next to us, and then what you're looking at on your screen right now is sort of the main playing room, but there's an entire room next to it. And what I've heard it referred to as warm, colder, coldest. You're looking at the medium cold right now area with actual air conditioning.
Yes. But the air conditioning is quite powerful, actually. I was playing in there last night, and you do get pretty cold, especially because you come outside and then you sweat, and then you come in and then you're freezing. But if you're watching this at home, I hope you're in an air-conditioned room because it's very hot. Okay,
so what do you say then, Bernard? I believe we're still waiting for our players.
We are still waiting for our players.
So I'll mute us for a hot second, and then we'll be back with you as the players sit down.
I like that.
All right. Cool. Thanks, guys.
it becomes urgent, let me know.
Basically,
Or if he's up at 3, let me know.
basically, if you want to play a stadium tonight, you probably can. If you want to, like, go to bed and play it sometime tomorrow. He's playing Jamaica. So probably most likely this match is not going to play until he either loses a match or gets to here and that's his game he's playing right now. Yeah, he's playing right now. This is like 808, 808. So
They see me and they just leave.
Hey, that's a valid way to win tournaments, just right in your opponent's.
The other guy,
Who's doing the commentary?
Bernard and Brad are currently doing it.
Bernard and who?
Brad.
Okay.
Okay.
Upstairs, you mean?
Hello, everybody. So the players are sitting down to play. Joe Russell on the left,
You ready?
Mark Lewis on the right.
And Mark Lewis just won a fantastic match just a few minutes earlier. And here we go in the next round of the
Here
main
we go,
event, the
folks.
undefeated championship.
Double
Here.
fives.
And so joining you here, I'm Brad Milkey. This is Bernard Polera. Both happen to be of the Clinton Hill Backgammon Club in New York. And we started with 3 consecutive doubles. Generally, in the Clinton Hill Backgammon Club, that means, you got to kiss after you do 3 of these opening doubles in a row, but we're not doing that here.
All right, I think we're
back up.
We're back up.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3-1. So you should split. So he's going to be looking to split with us
5-2.
because the priming structure is being made,
Okay.
and also the 8-point is stripped. So.
Okay.
So 2-1 should probably split
Yeah,
in
what do you do here?
response.
What do you do here? Do you come down or you
coming
wait
down.
for the split?
On the 5, but the 5 is already made. So
Right, so the 2 doesn't get you as much. It's
Yeah.
a true outer point, not actually a building.
yeah, exactly. You know, so this should just make the 18 point.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't, there's still a checker back, so you shouldn't be worried about someone playing over your head. The anchor is far more important here.
Okay, and so then at this point, if you're Mark, you're feeling pretty comfortable because you have your inner board point and you
Yep.
have a high anchor.
Absolutely. And Joe does not elect to double slot, which surprises me because, he might be hit. That's probably why. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, because you were about to say he could come in with the 4, in with the 1, double slot.
Yeah.
But what if the guy rolls a 5-4? What if the guy hits loose?
Right. Well, that would encourage some loose hitting, which I think. So Mark is going to run off. Where interesting. I probably would have played 2 down here, but he's playing for the race because then you give Joe a little counter
So he
play.
got his 1 out there.
So I would,
And then
yeah.
just head right over, scooch over.
So the builder on the 9-point is really powerful because it actually makes, I think it's something, it makes a really large amount of rolls. Having a builder on the 9-point versus a 10-point is really, it's a huge upgrade.
And now here's a shot, a direct shot coming.
First only reasonable 6.
Yeah.
So Joe's really looking to make a point here, which he does,
Okay, so it makes an inner point.
or hit, which hitting probably would have been better. Ooh. Are you making the, so he doesn't look at the, or maybe he'll look at the 4-point.
Oh, right. That's what he's doing. He's looking at the 4-point versus the prime. Right. You want the rack if you can get it, I suppose, even if you're giving up. Having 1 back is probably the difference maker, though, right?
Yeah,
If you got
it's
2, then obviously you want this rack here.
It's funny. I kind of almost preferred the bar there because
Right,
it's
that's what I'm wondering.
easier. If you remember the distribution, it's actually easier to make the 4-point than the bar, and that should always be a consideration when you're choosing between points. Plus 6-4. Now Joe has the option to run out, but the rack is the rack, so I understand. I had no idea what was right, but I would almost be tempted to inch it and play the 3 down, but we'll see if it makes a difference.
See, this is what, and we were talking about this before we went on mute. Most players were getting situated, but so we're both from Clinton Hill. Bernard's better than me, so for the most part, I'll be walking you through what they're doing, and then Bernard can try to explain why they're doing it. As we got some other players playing in their matches up there right now.
So Joe has been missed, which is excellent. If you're Joe, and now this just makes you 11 point. I'm really bad at counting, so I couldn't tell you who's up or who's down.
Right.
I'm not a quick counter.
Right.
But
Joe's substantially improved.
Joe, Joe is. I mean, that miss is huge because the last back checker is the last back checker. Now Marc is. I mean, it all depends on what the race is, how they should be playing. But 6-1 should of course make the 5.
Right.
And Marc really wants to get out of there
He would love to get out.
It's starting to get away, and that gets out.
And that gets out. Boom! He says, boom.
Yeah.
All right. And I gotta think. So the inner boards are identical.
Yeah, eyeballing it.
That's identical. So it's like a 4-point race. It's like a 3-point race difference.
Yeah.
But then every pip is going to be big here.
Yeah, eyeballing it, it looks like even, but now we can at least say Marc is at least down at least 5 pips.
Right.
So still edging a double here, I would think. That is really helping.
Yeah. Right. I mean, and obviously no gammons here or anything. So now it's just going to be clearly about your sort of, and it's 0-0, of course. So classic kind of, 8 to 12 percentage points away is going to get you a double.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, 12. I think it's
What
9, 10, 12 in a long race.
That you're in a long race, you start thinking about a cube at 9%.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 12 is the drop point, 10 is the recube. I think. Because the recube.
Oh, a recube being a higher threshold.
Yeah, recube is a little higher because you're than an initial cube. I'm not particularly sure why, to be honest, but so Joe swings it, and if he definitely knows what he's doing. So
I think it's time at this point in the night to just question Joe Russell Will Champion's counting abilities. I think that's probably what we should be doing.
I mean,
what's this guy doing? What's this guy think he's doing?
So Marc passes.
Early pass.
Which, if they sat there for a while, I would have counted it. But
I was gonna say it's one of those things where, without a transcriber in the room right now, I think we're all comfortable being like these guys are probably counting it. Seems like a standard.
They know what they're doing. These guys. So
they're pretty good.
So once again, we're gonna want to split into the 5 here. So Marc is not going to want to. Okay, so that should come up and you should make the 10.
Because everyone wants to make the 5,
but it's wrong.
It's wrong because what? You're 8 points valuable still.
Well, it's wrong for a number of reasons, which is that number one, you're not making a new point. You're trading a point for an upgrade. It's an upgrade, but you're still trading a point when you can make a new one. And also, you're giving 7s, and you might think, well, it's only 7s, but that's 6 numbers, and that happens a 6th of the time.
She's giving 7s.
So
she's giving 7s. That's how she looks.
So Marc elects to run here, which I would be a little.
This is the whole reason not to.
I would be a little skeptical about, but he pops out. So
so now he's got to make him pay again if he can. Otherwise, this all works out.
Joe really wants a 4, and
it
hits and covers. So
it's a great roll.
Okay, so
great roll for Joe.
If Marc stays out here,
is that a cube?
Is that a cube? Well, we're not going to find out. So that's going to make the 4.
Clearly makes the 4, and then what? You come down.
Yeah, I just played. Well, you actually might.
What's the concern?
It's extra numbers. Honestly,
your board's not as good
because you're about to get attacked inside. I agree with this play. You just don't want to leave. You don't want to be loose.
Here it is.
You don't want to be loose on 2 sides of the board at the same time.
That
would have hit.
And now you can very much fan on this one too.
Oh yeah.
God forbid you have an extra.
Okay, so I think this is a great place to give the cube and see what someone's made of.
You're up 1-0. He sits back. You see him put his hands over his head, and he's going,
So, this is a great psychological double. I'm not sure what XG says. I think it's
got to be a good.
Regardless of
4 points in your inner board to 2 in his. I guess the race, you might not be ahead in the race, but you're definitely ahead in the blitzing category, the priming, to quote like the Marc and Mochi book, right?
Yeah. Well, but you got to look at covers, right? If Marc comes in on the ace, there's not a lot of ammunition to close him out.
Right.
But
you only have these 2 checkers.
You only got these 2 guys, but this is a great psychological cue. Okay.
Oh, but there it is. That's the market loser.
Okay. Maybe.
But that's the one.
Okay. Yeah. That was the Joker right there. So now he's probably should just play on for 2 good.
You think 2? Oh, because he can still be a little brittle.
What? He cashes it.
Yeah, he catches.
Yeah, he's got a lot of space to go around. It's, you know.
Right. You're still stripped in there. You're never making another point for the next several rolls.
Yeah, but anyway, if he had given the cube a turn earlier, I think that's a great. You want to see what someone's made of.
I would
you
have
know?
enjoyed the pressure there of seeing what the cube would have done because I don't
Yeah.
know what that ends up being like for the opponent.
You get a lot of drops there. You get a lot of drops.
Yeah,
Some
you
people
might get
get
a free
some
drop.
people get scared, and if you know that they get scared in situations like that, then you know, right? Like, okay, now I can pressure this guy a little bit more. But whatever. Double two.
So you could hit if you wanted to.
But that would.
It would be a big waste of your two.
Certainly be a waste.
Do you think you'd probably make an inner point to maybe come down to unstack? Is that what you do?
Usually you want to inch up when they've made a point, right? But he used it, which I understand because there are a lot of point making numbers. So this makes sense. There are a lot of point making numbers.
He's already made that 5-3 point. So he's like kind of like put the guy in the bar, make him deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, this made it awkward.
Third one back, no points made. You kind of are letting him equalize if you let him roll, possibly. So okay, this is a crusher.
Right now you got 10 percent.
Yeah, this is a crusher.
So if he fans, yeah, which he
Yeah,
does.
I would. Massive cube. I would let this go. I would let this go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just why it's
And
like.
it is 10 of the zone.
Do you want? Well, it's like
They all look spread out, but it's still 10.
look at it like this. Do you want to play the game where you have no points in your inner board
Love that.
and
It's my favorite
one
thing.
more checker back,
Yeah.
and your opponent has 3 points
What's
made
weird
in their
about
board?
that? What's weird? That's how I like. Yeah, some people, enjoy that.
And you're in the starting position, and you're in worse than the starting position. You don't want to. So this should come down.
Yeah. Now you're just gonna sort of build your ammunition.
Because when you hit off the 8, you usually want to bring another guy down for covers. So this should come down.
Yep.
Oh, anyway. So that's gonna hit.
Sure. But and then give 3.
Oh,
returns.
which one is it gonna hit? I would hit the bar probably. I mean,
I was thinking you hit the outside just because there's fewer returns, but
you keep the
just, like,
checkers together.
there's connectivity here to re-hit after you almost inevitably hit it.
Yeah.
And so, I guess it's not inevitable, but
Yeah.
you think you're gonna get hit, but you
Well-
don't. But sometimes you don't.
Well, there's a hitting play here, but it's a little ugly.
Yeah, I
but
think you might.
it's forced. You
You
have to
might.
do it. You can't let the guy make
There's no
points.
good 3 otherwise.
You can't let the guy make points on your head.
And sure enough, this all works very well. I wonder if he hits a response on the 5 point here,
He should. I think he should. I mean,
just as a tempo play.
well, what else? You could run the checker, but you're giving 4s. Let's see.
Oh my God!
Is it Miss Antoinette?
We have a special
Is
guest,
this Antoinette?
ladies and gentlemen, straight from New York.
Yeah.
It's Antoinette.
Talk about introduction. This is
Legend of backgammon herself.
Miss Antoinette.
Cheer.
Yeah.
Pull away.
All right. We got Antoinette. So this is I mean, Antoinette needs no introduction. He's a legend.
Antoinette, women's world champion. How's it been so far, Antoinette? How's your weekend been here? It's absolutely
Mine
terrible.
too.
I was like an empty chair. And I played Bill Sumborg, who I should have kicked his butt.
Yeah.
Of course, the fact tells me a blunder that I made. And
To do that,
It's so rude. So rude.
You need to tell you about the blunder, and you're like, I can go back and find that out myself. I don't need to hear it from you.
yes, but I'm interesting because KG did our commentary. So I'm interested to see the results and his commentary because he's one of the best of the best of the best.
As a small what do you look for from the backgammon commentary crew? And I want to, and then, in the chat, you guys can tell us what you guys think about your favorite commentators. What do you like in a commentator?
I like flavor. I like
Yep.
them talking to the people
Mhm.
as opposed to talking to the minority who their PRs are 1 or 2 or 3. and then
Yeah,
bringing
good.
it down so that we all understand what they're talking about.
It's about
And
like,
most commentators don't do that.
right, like gameplay strategy, not just telling you what the checker is.
Absolutely. And we need more women commentators.
Yes.
You need more women.
Yes. Yes.
You
I
know,
love that.
So I'm is here to represent.
Still Antoinette's here to let you know.
And I don't, and again, I'm human, I make mistakes.
As do we
That's a
all.
part, but that's a part of getting better in the game. I've been playing 51 years, and I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. But I'm as well known. I've won tournaments, I've lost tournaments, but I'm known
Nice,
around the world, and I travel around the world playing tournaments. I win some, I lose some, but that's part of life.
I'm the crayon that's been burnt down just to the nub. It's kind of like, sorry, like you have to unwrap the paper off of it. That's my crayon. That's my, yeah. So I think you're doing fine.
But one of these days, your crayon is not going to get so low.
Keep this going for, we can keep this going for hours.
So, sorry. So Joe is a 4-1 to play here, and I think that he should put it in the outfield or he can hit, but the loose hit doesn't look great because there's not enough ammunition in the zone. But if he puts it over there, right, the advantage is that if Marc doesn't hit it, it's covering the outfield where, it's covering the lone checker, and you really want to see now if Marc runs out, he's coming into a double shot. So great. Also, it unstacks the 20-point. It gets a little more outfield coverage, and just the hit doesn't look that appealing there. So I love Joe's play.
And I want people that are watching and listening. These two players have only been playing about a year and a half in Brooklyn. It's like it's a disease that they've rallied and taken to this game.
Yes.
And it's amazing. I mean, they commentate on WhatsApp to the nth degree. And you can
Next roll, Marc.
You can never be idle on WhatsApp without hearing from the Clinton Hill Club. It's like you wake up and there are 39 messages.
This is the new thing. So I used to, I was talking to you, Regan,
4 or 5 safety.
People who talk about like these position, like index cards, right? Antoinette, where people would carry around index card on board and you write down positions. And that's kind of still happening now. It's just that it's happening in photos. People are sending photos of their favorite positions.
This should make spark.
Switches. How far I go back?
Seems just like yesterday to me.
Jason Lester and Billy Grant, these were the top players in the world living in New York City. And Mike Sankiewicz, Roger Lowe, and these names may sound unfamiliar to you, but they were the top players in the world. Everyone came to New York to learn to play from these grandmasters. And they would roll out positions because we didn't have computers back in the day.
Right.
Yes, it sounds like ancient history. It's like, what? You didn't have computers back then? We didn't have computers back then. And everyone rolled out 1,000 games to come to conclusions. But also everyone read the Bible, Paul McGrill's Bible, and it continues to be one of the best reads to learn how to play.
Just don't play 5-3 down and make the point. I'm just kidding. A guy's cheating. Sorry, it's like this is a joker, by the way.
Bible. It's like those were the plays that made you an excellent player. And of course, they reanalyzed the book. Look at them bringing awkward checkers.
What else you can do? So does he have so I think he's not going to have a cube until he threatens to clear the back 2 points. I'm not sure if the match score is going to have much of an influence on cubing at 8 away, 11 away. I mean, you might be a little more anxious to give the cubes here, but
Like, you're
It was
thinking,
like this. Yeah, I rolled a
because
14.
to me, the race lead is so huge.
But you got to get past those anchors.
And so
I mean,
what you're thinking to yourself, 4 is actually that good. Because
yeah.
you can't play a 4 from the outside.
Well, you're going to be dumping off the 6. You only have so many four, unless you have a combination
Okay.
4. But
So that still seems kind of brittle, even though you were able to. It's down. It's a victory.
You don't really have a cube unless against a double anchor game like this when you're in contact, unless you have unless you threaten to clear the last point, unless you have market losers which can clear the last point.
Now you might start thinking about it.
Yeah, because you have
volatile moment.
rolls that clear the point. I mean, but once you get down to 1, I mean, another problem is going to be, does Joe have the timing to hold this game together? And it seems like he will for a little bit. I mean, this should just make the ace. Yeah.
Joe's position or Mark's position, it's very volatile for Mark to bring these checkers home safely.
He should not.
Yeah, 4s are getting more and more kind of crunched.
Yeah, he should not.
Sixes. There's like 6 now.
Yeah, and when we mean, I guess, I mean, when we say timing to hold Joe's position, we mean these 2 anchors, which are his whole game, which is he's going to build his board, wait for a shot, and then hopefully get a shot, hopefully hit the shot, but he needs to make sure that when he does hit it, that checker stays where it's supposed to be, instead of, goes around the board again and then the shot doesn't mean anything.
Which is why this move is taking a while, and I think it makes sense because this is sort of the crucial moment that Bernard that they're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how to get your checkers in safely.
This is not a good roll.
Why? Because it's too much too soon.
Too fast. Too
This
fast.
is-
It's double 3s. It's your number. It's double.
The necklace.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Something.
I used to have a pendant with double threes on it, and it's called the necklace.
Because it's pretty and it strangles you if you're the opponent.
So Joe gives up his.
Double threes is like,
Joe gives up the 20 here, which I mean, he's Joe Russell, so he's probably okay. This is.
Oh, 6 does.
Yeah, this is basically forced. I mean, there's no other logical play. And also, I like that he gives up the 20 here because he recognizes he doesn't have the time for the game. The 3 point still has a lot of holding value, and that gap on the 5 is going to be really hard to clear because you only have 4-1 and double 4s to do it naturally, which is not a lot of numbers. So
What? There's sort of pick and pass here.
yeah, you don't want to give up pick and pass numbers. Usually 1 point of contact is enough. I mean, sometimes if someone's board is really trash.
These all like 5 points. The 8 points. These are all blanks.
Yeah. I mean, you only have what 6? Is that no 5 pretty clear naturally, other than double.
Yeah. Well, and because of these extra checkers that he's given himself now he's got the timing, albeit only with 1 point.
Yeah.
well timed.
So this is Mark's 6-5 to play. Yeah. So he doesn't have a 6, so he's got to. I'm surprised he doesn't play the 5 just in and prepare to clear, but I'm not sure what. Well, whatever. He probably knows better than I do. So now we're seeing kind of the last.
I've been told to be closer to the microphone because now I've just been a guy just me in the background.
Oh.
Just a man yelling at you. You can see but can't hear.
I see. So now this is the pivotal moment is coming. This is great roll 4-3. You should just play the back checker. Yep, excellent. So now I still okay. Everything is holding. So this is the moment. This is the moment, and he's not looking at.
Okay, so 6 has. Yeah, that's forced.
Yep, here we go.
That's a
So
forced play.
you're gonna see double take in the next roll, or you're gonna see double pass in the next roll. Essentially, it's if he hits it, it's double pass. Nah, you're not too good here. So this is just double. So Joe hits his shot, and this is what you play for. This is this is
And
Joe
the fact that he
rolls-
barely puts it on the.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could win a free gammon, 3% of the time? I mean, I think it's 3% with one closed out.
Ladies, it's like the guys, they talk, just talk, but can they walk the walk?
And also probably a couple extra because like double fives actually doesn't.
Yeah, I guess you got to look like what a tiny bit of
Oh, we're okay. We're okay. They're okay. He's playing.
tiny bit of wastage. Okay, so
Joe is a world player, and he just won something in Monte Carlo this year.
he won the Monte Carlo Open,
Yeah.
which is yeah.
So now you keep rolling. This is the question for Joe.
Well, he could leave a shot with double.
But by then you got. By then I suppose you have a bunch off.
It's a double. It's doubles. Or he could roll a 6.
Right. So and he chooses to roll.
That is a very thin parlay too. Is roll doubles and get hit. I mean, it's pretty remote.
Right. Roll doubles, get hit, and lose. But then you got 5 checkers off too. So
It's a pretty remote
you're
possibility.
feeling much better.
Yeah, it's a pretty most of the time you just rip them all. Okay, well, and okay, so
This is exactly what you're talking about, though, Bernard. Is he has to
Yeah,
keep both.
you still
And
gotta hit
now you actually have real gamer chances.
yeah, he's still got to hit the shot. So Joe is a genius.
Now, if this is a fan, then all of a sudden you're like, "Wow, I'm glad I followed Antoinette's advice and just took a roll." Seriously,
yeah.
You know,
a
'cause I
double
think
here.
a lot of us, I would have like.
Oh, I would have cashed it in,
You know?
in a heartbeat.
But this is why you don't.
But this is why Joe Russell's world champion, and we're not. Well, I'm not. She is.
You can roll.
Think about double fives right here.
Yeah, which I like that. I like that he's thinking about this, giving himself extra numbers. So if a double comes out, okay. So yeah, the gammon is
Distinct possibility.
the gammon is real.
And double fives would play here if you play.
Why is he doing that?
Right, because you could just double
That
fives would
doesn't-
play if you brought in your 2.
I see. I see. Wherever it's double five still plays.
Everything's
Everything's
plays.
plays.
So this is fine. So he's gonna bring it in.
Threes are better for the G.
Does he do it?
Oh, very close. Very
Now,
close.
just thinking about that. There's nothing.
So yeah, I mean it's easier to roll. Very close. But yeah, I mean, wow, that's
But
shocking.
out of nothing comes something. That gammon possibility.
Yep,
So that was
yep.
a sort of textbook example of you get the closeout, as long as you're positioned decently. There's
Yeah.
no volatility. Keep on going.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 5-1 should split, especially. I mean, the split is right, but the slot is. I mean, if you're really behind, you can think about slotting. But Joe's obviously leading, so he wants an anchor. 5-4 should come down and split in response. I like splitting, but
Challenge.
yeah. Try to make the 20.
Now,
So you pro-
so you probably hit off the 5 point here. Yeah. So out and hit probably.
You could also
This is the thing with the
try to
early bit.
run, but I think this is probably the play.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that's interesting. So down and hit.
yeah. Extra covers. So 5 and the ace is just there's no other one. Every other one's psychotic. Joe really looking for a hit off the bar. Well, now he makes a bar point. Isn't that wonderful?
I think good players roll good dice.
You've seen Mochi roll recently? Yeah. Seems
They
to.
were what they were,
Right.
Yeah.
and I had the fortune, the good that I've beaten Mochi 3 times in tournaments.
Oh, this is why he's always complaining about you.
One of the times he ran.
Wow, really?
Oh.
Wow.
But that was a while ago,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
because you have to be lucky as well.
Yeah, you got to plant everyone. Plant your feet. You got to make sure you. Yeah. Clear your mind.
So now the question is,
Yes.
yeah, the metaphysics of backgammon are Bernard Valera constant.
Yeah.
A lot of talk about metaphysics at Clinton Hill. What
Very
makes you
important.
roll doubles? Big question. Yeah, exactly.
You got to be connected to the earth.
A lot of tongue-in-cheek jokes that I feel like some people still take very seriously about how to make yourself roll good numbers.
Positive thinking is never a bad thing. Yeah. And Alex joined us. We should stop talking about how to channel, but
We are joined now by an actual, not just legend of backgammon, but a legendary commentator. Alex, how are you doing?
Hello, is that Bernard Palara?
yes, it is. Hello.
Mr. St. Louis champion.
This year, yes.
Nice to see you too, Antoinette. How are you?
Fantastic.
It's a pleasure.
And so, Alex, just to get you and all of our all the viewers caught up real quickly. So we got Joe Russell playing Mark Lewis. It's 4-0 in this race to 11. This is the undefeated bracket here in Jamaica, and Joe has clawed his way out of some interesting situations already. But they've all been a lot of single games basically, and so we're sort of inching forward here. I mean, Alex, what can you tell us about the way? Have you played either of these guys? Do you have a sense as to how they sort of play when you're in a match with them?
Well, Joe is one of my best friends. I've learned like more from Joe than almost anyone. He was one of 3 of my friends from backgammon who were at my wedding over 10 years ago, and he's an outstanding player. I don't know Mark, but I know Joe very well, and he's a world-class player, world champion.
He is. So he's just trying to bring this home right now. It seems like.
I like that 2-1 there.
Yeah, that was very nice. Saves a pip, and Mark is going to copy him and do the same thing. And Joe really wants a good way to clear these points. Especially that 15 point. And Mark's going to try to not let him do it.
I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
Okay, bye, Brad. So, Alex, when do you think Joe should start thinking about the cube? I mean, I don't think.
Well, let's look at the race right now. It's 98 for yellow, 43, 83, 93, 96 for red. So it's still got to wait. 4-2. This is awkward.
This is very awkward.
Maybe just 13-7. Duplicate the ones. Leave a single shot.
I would, yeah. I was also looking at clearing the 15 because you want to get off there anyway, but I think that blot on the midpoint is going to leave next turn. So I think 13-7 is a great play here. And as opposed to direct sixes, which is 17. Well, maybe it's the same amount of shots actually, because it's every 8, so there are 6 8s, right? No, 5 8s. So it's every 8 and every 1.
But they're not all that 6s don't hit because double 2s wouldn't hit.
Right, double 2s doesn't hit.
So it's
double
16
4s.
numbers.
So it's 16 numbers versus 17 numbers, leaving a direct 6, yeah?
Is it if he plays 13-7? Oh, yeah, this is the safe play. He just doesn't want to leave anything.
I don't blame him.
Especially with the lead in the match.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get into less volatile positions.
Yeah, there could be I mean, we just saw Joe. He hit a shot after a 22-point anchor game, and he played on for the gammon, and he almost got it, even though despite it only being 1 checker closed out. So there's a world where Mark hits, if he plays 13-7, Mark hits the 1, and then you got 4 checkers sitting on the outside, and you could lose an undoubled gammon there.
That's true. See, now, once you break the 6-point, things start getting awkward. So
yeah.
I was reading Francois Tardew's book about pay now or pay later, and he talks about these kinds of situations.
It's mostly pay later, yeah.
It depends on the position. You have to think about, is it going to get better for you or worse for you? Mm-hmm. So now, is it too good?
That's ugly.
Oh, I don't know that he needs to clear that.
I don't think he needs to clear that either. I think that would be a bit of an over adjustment.
Okay, that was very conservative.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Joe can.
Oh, it's blocked. He was trying to play 13-7, but it's blocked. No, that's not where it was. It was there.
But he can play the back checker out, no?
Yeah. He was trying to play 6-3 twice, 13-7, but there's 2 checkers on the 10 point, so it's blocked. Joe noticed that.
Yeah. Which sometimes can really slip past you.
Yeah.
So
And
let's
I've
see Joe.
actually opened up a pop-out chat, so I'm able to see the chat. That looks like a 6-4. I think there's a glare.
Yeah, I think. So do you stay?
I think you have to stay,
Yeah,
otherwise.
yeah. And he slots the points. So well, this is interesting. What the cube action here is for red, trailing.
78 for yellow.
I like a plucky double here. I like a cube here. Make him think about it.
71 to 78. He's up by 7 pips, it looks like.
He's got no board to contain you. I think Joe. I don't think you can scare Joe this easily. But he's got no board. His board is trash. So even if he hits that checker, it's going to keep coming in and keep coming out. That's a lot of turns for someone to joker their way around the board, or for you to miss.
It's a good point.
So and he actually gives
he
it
does
up.
pass, yeah.
And he gives
Hello.
it up. Wow, great
Yeah.
cube.
Yeah. Hello to Pete Jarvis in the chat. I think that was a good point. It's like, how are you going to win this game?
Yeah.
Even if you hit a shot.
Yeah, your board is trashed, and if you get hit, I mean, he could stick you back up on the bar, and then you're up against a 5-point board. It's not exactly like you can trade with him.
And you guys are on site in Jamaica?
Yeah. We're downstairs in the.
How's the weather?
Well, it's hot.
Yeah, my wife saw this shirt that I'm wearing. She said I look like I'm going to Hawaii. I said I'm going to Jamaica, man. I think you make the 4 and the 2 points here, right?
What
5-1 split, and then
yeah, 5-1 4s in response. Yeah, that opens up the double 4 blitz. So here we go.
especially trailing, you want to play aggressive.
I like it. Doesn't work out, but
I don't
Joe
know if
fights back.
Do the viewers like it when you read the dice? Sometimes it's hard to see.
I see. So 4-2 is gonna make the 4. I think you need a little structure, especially when you got. Well, he's gonna give it. Well, he leaves a shot. Yeah, this is interesting. Does he hit? It's a lot of numbers to be hit back, man.
Yeah, these ones are tough.
I think making the 4 is right, because you're gonna have to start trading, and I mean you're gonna want you want him to respect you at least a little bit, you know. So you gotta have somewhat of a board, and he doesn't hit. He gets the better end of it.
I may have played 13-11 with the 2.
Yeah.
Double 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 for sure, and I guess this is going to be. Well, he's going to look again. Maybe he's going to make both.
Yeah.
So he'll either make the ace point or bring 2 down, because the other ones are blocked, right?
Yeah. If you make the ace point, I mean you don't have a lot of ammunition to finish it, but it is still a 4-point
yet,
board.
right. 2-6 from the bar.
There's the joker.
Stand option is a 2-6 from the bar. The
5-4. Okay. I think I might consider lifting that block. I don't know.
It's better to make.
Making the 20. I think you need the 20. I mean, I think you're scrambling. You're scrambling for the 20 here. Yeah. I would be.
I guess you don't want to be attacked inside. 5-4.
I think this just comes out. Yeah. So Marc unroll, and Marc rolls him back. Swing around to make the 8, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of 5s here. Yeah, that's what I would do. I think, you can't move off the 17 there.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about it. But it gets you off of the 18, which is nice. Gets you closer to home, and now all of a sudden it's a one-way holding game instead of a mutual holding game.
Maybe between the breaks we can explain what the point numbers are for people that are not familiar with it.
The point numbers, like you mean like the score numbers?
No, like the 18 point, the 17 point. A lot of the people that are
Sorry.
watching-
You're right.
Yeah, people that are watching that maybe will be watching later may not be familiar, so it's good to kind of explain some of that in between the games.
You're absolutely right. So he does not elect to come around, which is probably because he's behind. I guess because he's behind in the race. Which
I'm not sure.
his position. I mean, it leaves a pretty brittle position here. But
Okay.
Joe elects to respect the 4-point board. Wow, that's
Yeah, but he had a
fascinating
4-point
play.
board himself.
Yeah, that was a really interesting play.
What's the number, 4-3?
Yeah, it's
4-3,
4-3.
so he might make the. Ooh, you could have
I would be
also made the
tempted.
14.
I would be tempted to step forward with the point if there are two blots sitting in his board like that.
Yeah, you mean make the 14 point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
Yeah.
6-4.
So this, yeah, I mean,
Gotta play out.
because it's gonna get harder and harder to get off of the last. I'm trying to think about how to say it. The bar point anchor that Marc has found
It
himself
is.
on.
That's correct. Sometimes in this situation, it's correct for red to what I call release the midpoint. Like
Yeah.
maybe
Because
here.
because they have the bar point.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things I learned from Jerry Tanzi one time, he made a comment. Once you have the 18 point, you don't need the midpoint. It's not as important anymore because you're already way
Yeah.
advanced.
Yeah. Because you have a bit of a backstop.
Now what? Double 2. So one option would be to come up to the 18. Actually,
I like
alternatively,
that.
he can come down and get 2 more builders.
And bear on the 5, which is also pretty
Yeah.
nice. And also, I mean, I guess he's abandoning the 5 point in Marc's board, so that makes sense.
So now he's got 6s and 4s and double 3. Double 5 will do it. Double 6.
That'll do it.
Wow.
that'll do it.
So he can cover the 2 point also. But I think you make the 5 point.
Oh, I think you make the 5.
And then bring a
And
build.
do you-
Yeah, bring 2 out because you bring the other one in that just goes on to the same point. You can't
Yeah.
use the 2s by going to the 8 point actually.
Yeah.
But now
Oh,
6-2
2-6
out.
from the bar. Another 2-6 from the bar. I think you got to come out here, right? While the going's good.
Yeah, Joe's looking for 3.
Joe focusing.
No,
Joe stays out. Okay, cube action. I
Yeah, I
love
don't
it.
think you could take this one.
I don't think you can either. Despite the open 5 point. Although I guess you have a lot of, well, I don't know. This is interesting. I mean, but you might have another guy in the air. 5s are going to make the 5 point board.
Yeah, there's 5s. There's 6-4.
Yeah.
And
So
then, like 4-1 is somewhat duplicated in that it could hit or it can cover.
yeah, I wonder how I would play 4-1 here. I don't know. Would you pick up the second one with 4-1?
I think so.
I think you probably have to, right? Yeah, and then you would probably play the 4 down and get yourself right on double 5s for someone to roll it in your face. And Joe's really thinking about this one, and he lets this one go, which I
Yeah.
do not blame him for. This has gammon all over it.
The other thing, passing gets the opponent to an auto ace score, which is not as valuable. So, like you think about the even odd effect. I talk about that actually. I'm working on a new book. That's one of the things I talk about, the odd even effect. You really want to be an even away score.
Could you talk more about that?
Yeah, one moment, please.
Yeah. So while Alex is looking away, 6-2, and
Yeah, so for people that want to learn about match play, one of the major differences between a match and a money game is in a money game, your goal is to maximize the number of points that you win. In contrast, in a match, it's basically a race to a certain number of points, 11 points in this case. And you really want to get exactly to that point. If you get over that, it's not worth anything. That's called overage. It's like working for perhaps 12 hours but only getting paid for 11 hours. So you really don't want to do that. And the most common things that happen in the game are you win 1 point with a single game, you win 2 points with an undoubled gammon or a single on a 2 cube, or you win 4 points with a doubled gammon or single on a 4 cube. So that's exactly how far you want to be away. The even numbers away are really good, and also 1 away Crawford. When you get to the 3 away score, it's awkward, and 5 away is awkward. So in general, it's better to be at an even away score, except for the Crawford game.
absolutely.
Good advice. Very good advice. Well, I'm going
Okay,
to
so
sign off.
6-3.
gonna sign off and leave you two
All right.
to do a great
Thank you,
job.
Antoinette. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you so much
really enjoy-
for stopping in, Antoinette.
Yes, thank you.
Antoinette is always smiling. I wish we had more people in the world like that.
Me too.
I'm trying to make the whole world smile.
They're unfortunately rare.
I want to put a picture of you on my wall so I can wake up and smile.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right, so I will be your stand-in in Jamaica here. And while we've been saying goodbye to Antoinette, it looks like we've developed into another mutual holding game with Joe probably as the position you'd rather be playing here, especially because he just ran the back checker.
Yeah, when you're leading in the match, you want a low volatility position where there are few gammons, and when you have a mutual holding game or a holding game, there are few gammons.
Mm-hmm. So what's going on?
He makes the bar point with the 6-4.
Excellent. Excellent roll.
Looks like Joe is ahead in the race.
By
Didn't count it.
eyeballing it, certainly. He's got some better structure here. I mean, he has a nice, evenly distributed 4 prime, and he's up on the 20.
149 for red. You count it relatively quickly.
And we're basically, I mean, actually, so Joe is going to either have to roll a double, start making points behind Marc, or get off of his midpoint soon.
Sometimes they call it the eventual double because the odds of rolling a double are 1 out of 6. But here he really needs, 4s, 5s, or 6s. So that's 3 numbers.
Right.
So eventually, within like a certain number
There
of
you
rolls
go.
out there, you get them. So
There you
sometimes
go.
you just wait long enough. So now against a 21-point holding game, this is where you think about doubling. So you want to make sure you have a decent lead in the race, and you really want to make sure your midpoint has 4 or fewer checkers, because when you clear the midpoint, that's when you can lose your market. So he has all the doubles except for double 1, but also 6-5, 6-3, and 5-3. I didn't count the race, but it looks like that was too much.
Yeah, it looks like he was far enough behind. Also, it makes it much easier to, I mean, once the bar point is made, it makes a huge, as you point out, it makes a huge difference as like whether you can take the cube or not, because then it becomes more awkward to bring everything home. And you get those little extra shot numbers in there that give you enough to geek out a take, plus the equity from rolling big doubles, like rolling freak doubles and catching up.
So I wonder who's watching in the chat. I like it when they say hello. I have a pop-up window so I can actually see them. But say hello, say where you're joining us from. Double 2, I think I make the 11 point now.
Yeah, absolutely. So strong position. It creates a very strong position, and
Okay.
Joe will have to roll something like that to equalize, which he does.
That was a great roll.
Excellent. I mean, I'm sure he wishes it could have been double 4s, but
Yeah.
he's not complaining.
But the 2-1, I think you've got to step up with 1 back checker you really want to escape. And now he's going to want to hit loose like that.
Yeah. No time like the present.
Yeah. You don't
Big
want the
roll.
opponent to get to the edge of the prime and possibly leap like that.
And you definitely don't want them to come in and pop out and hit you at
That's
the same
right.
time.
Double
All right.
5 will do it.
So if Joe rolls poorly here,
Wow.
I suppose you got to get around before you can send it, right?
I think so. I think I make the 23 point here, actually.
Yeah, any port in a storm, even though you're not, you could split to the 22 in the hopes of making something better.
Yeah, you could even consider the triple split. I don't know.
I don't hate the triple split here. It's only a 2-point board, and you don't have that many guys bearing down on you. It's not that scary yet. So do you put a builder on the 10 or not? Do you risk it?
What was that, a 4-3?
Yeah.
I think his play is okay. He doesn't want to leave shots unnecessarily.
I agree.
Now, one of the things that I've learned by Kit Woolsey and others is, say Joe makes the 22-point anchor. Marc is really going to want to have that 5-point before seriously considering doubling.
Right, absolutely.
He already has the 4-point, which is good. They say the most important point to own when you're bearing in against an anchor is the one directly in front of the anchor.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you do here? like that and 2
That
down?
is a good question. I mean, that is a very good question.
Oh, okay.
I would probably do this. I
This
mean,
is good.
honestly,
This is
because
good.
you need the 3-point. You kick them off of the anchor. You get out of that possibility,
Well, there's the
and
double 5.
there's double 5.
Okay. He's going to make the board. What do they call that board? The best 5-point board?
They call that sorry, I
The
was talking
beast.
to
The
my-
beast, right?
I think it's. I know it's rack,
Barrel and beast.
rack, barrel, something. I don't know what
Beast.
the file.
Beast is the third one. I think also Michi calls it Orca when it's the barrel.
Yeah.
So
So,
now
okay,
it's a-
how do you play 6-5 here? I think I played 2 in.
Oh, 2 down? Oh.
I think I played. No, I think I played 2 in from the 8. I mean, it's the least shots.
Oh, but it's actually yellow's rule.
Oh, it's yellow roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. How do you
Yeah,
play,
no, that happens when you have baffle boxes sometimes.
how do you play 6-5?
Maybe 2 down like that.
I like this because, well, you really want to keep pressure on that midpoint. You really want to make sure that he doesn't get off the midpoint for free. And you're not really worried about the blot on the 20 because there's only, 3-1 and double 3s and 1-1 to make the 5 on your head. I mean,
And double 4
worried-
also.
And double 4, you're right. Are you worried about pick and pass numbers? I mean,
I would be.
I would be.
Okay,
but,
that was a good-
now
that was
how do
a
you play
bad roll.
6-5? I think I
Yeah.
played
I played a
inside.
2-point. 2 in, 2 in.
Yeah, I think I played inside. It's the least shots.
Yeah, I think so. I think I for sure played 8-2.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. Okay. So Joe really wants a 1 here. Let's see if he can find it. He cannot. So now we got a good question of can he step to the bar here, which I think the answer is probably no, but I think he has to leave that blot on the 20 and just play it inside. Or maybe not. Maybe he should come. Do you think he should come out with that blot on the 20? Is there any value to that?
So no, like it does duplicate 3-1 if he does that. Is this the original position?
This is the original play. He's got 3-2 to play. I mean, he could just play him inside, which is the natural
Oh,
answer.
both
but-
in. Okay.
and we see, and the cube flies, and Joe snaps it up. Wow, that was a quick take.
So you have a little bit more incentive to take when you're 6 away, because getting to 4 away is a valuable score to get to.
Right. He took that real fast though. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I would have had to look. Well, but he's Joe. I mean, he's obviously, he knows what he's doing. Doesn't cover. Looking for a 1, and he finds it. Wow.
Good. So he may have a recube. However, with the lead, you have to be a little bit more careful.
I don't think you can give somebody a recube here because
No, not yet, but maybe soon. Should he have danced? But now it's going to be a while.
so the 5's gonna hit, and the 4 I think is gonna come out. It's 5-4 also for everybody at home.
It is a
I think you certainly have to be hitting here. I mean, right?
He's giving the 14-point the finger.
And he's giving us the finger.
He's giving us the finger. He's looking at it.
I wonder what the value is to doing that. Or maybe you try to pick up a second guy for all the crunch numbers that aren't 6s.
Well, I think like I don't know. Does double 5 make the ace point next? If he does that?
So
Is
if
that
he
what-
doesn't do this, if he instead does this, double 5 will play.
No, I meant from the 16-point double 5 would have covered the ace point should he hit loose on the ace point. So that's an extra
yeah,
something
yes.
number, right? So it's like you're gonna if he fans, what's gonna happen? So like what I think about in these is say he hits 6-1, right? They're 25 fanning numbers.
Yeah.
How do those numbers play should he not hit? So like
Right.
here, like 6-2, 5-2, 4-2, 3-2 that would have fanned hit.
Hmm.
And like 6-5 becomes really good.
Yeah. 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 That's a really great point. That's a
But
really
the other thing is like if he does this, now the 11 hitting shots are like really bad.
Yeah, there is some real. I mean, there is some real nightmare sequences here. Like there are some real like bad dream sequences that happen. I'd probably just hit the checker. I mean, if I was sitting there, I'd hit the checker. Just purely because of the situation. I wouldn't want the guy to roll out with like 6x and then I miss and then you know what I mean?
There's another thing that I think about called cube impact. So if he fans, do you have a double? Do you have a redouble? That's the thing. Maybe not quite yet because of the score lead.
Mm-mm.
So one of the things you want to consider when you're making a checker play is the potential cue action after the checker play.
Of course. Right. And yeah, Joe would not be able to have a recue because he only has 3s and double 5s to cover the blind, and then he probably has to, sit there and clench his teeth for another roll and pray that Marc doesn't roll a 1 and joker him out. So this
here-
4-3 is really like talk about a nightmare.
Now, if the cube were in the middle for a money game, this would be a double.
Certainly.
The issue is here you're just going to send a 4 cube, and that matters. Wow, that's going to hit for sure.
Yeah, coming, and I think it comes all the way around with the 20 for an
Maybe
extra
come
number.
to the 5 point, or he can try to clean up. But notice if he stays back, the hitting 3s are duplicated with the covering 3s.
Right.
There's not much he can do about that. And then if he plays from the 14, it goes to the 4, which is not good.
Yeah, I think it's just 20 all the way around.
There's also a consideration for 6-1 2 more times.
I don't think it's the kind of situation where I don't think he's that desperate to buy time while he comes around the board. Usually, I feel like those plays usually happen when you're scrambling around and then you're kind of, or not scrambling around, but when you're just trying to keep someone on the bar while you bring everybody around. But this is,
Right.
I don't think you want to open up your 6 point.
I was going to ask you what you would do after a fan. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So really, I wonder what happened. Well, okay, now you don't get to see what
6-1.
happens.
Okay, so in and make the 14, I guess.
That certainly looks more than reasonable. Yeah. I mean, because you want to cover 6-1, 6-1, like 6-2, 6 something, like
This works well on
6x.
5-2.
Wow.
6-5 is a great roll. Okay.
Whoa.
But Joe has a lot of checkers home, so if he rolls like a 6-4 or something. 4-3. Yeah, step up and slot the ace point.
I like it. The midpoint is so he wants to put them. You don't want to pay off to like 3-2. You don't want to allow 3-2, double 2s, 1-1
Right.
to play well.
Yeah,
So this.
that exactly deactivates those checkers on the 3 and the 4.
Yeah. So this is great because I mean, that was a great roll. Oh wow, this is gonna get ugly.
4-1. So what's he gonna do with the 1? He's got to play 6-5 if he does this.
I think you have to play 6-5 here. I mean, are you breaking the 14? I don't think so. I don't think you can let him have the pick and passes,
Yeah,
or not the pick and passes, but the free hits, like the free hits.
yeah. So he makes the ace point with a 3-2.
So now you kind of get a little bit scared of
Wow.
Oh, there it goes. All right.
So that's 65 pips for yellow.
Marc's got to perform. I think
30, 45, 47.
Joe should be ahead. Joe looks like he should be ahead here in the race.
Had a
Or
pip,
like
yeah,
ahead in the bear
second
offer
pip.
hour.
I think he's ahead, but he has to be careful because of the score. Now,
Oh
that
yeah,
ace
he should not hand. I would not
No.
want to hand somebody a 4 cube here. That's very dangerous. I mean, despite having the better position, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to hand someone a 4 cube here.
This open 5 point for red might become problematic.
I think it is. I think it's gonna. Well,
Oh,
okay.
that's a good number. Now you
Joe
might have a
just
reach cube.
stomps him in the dirt.
Okay, now it's a cash.
just
I've
puts
seen
him.
people just like reach for the scoreboard without even touching the cube. So for those that are not familiar with backgammon, you see this board here. It's a beautiful yellow Jamaica board. There are two halves on it separated by a white bar in the center. And in each half, there are two sides, one on the top and one on the bottom. And in each of those four quadrants, there are 6 triangles called points, and that's where you put your checkers. They alternate in color on this board between green and black. So that's 13-8 and 24-23.
Okay, sorry. I was what's going to talk about. Okay, so this is going to make the point on his head, despite the large lead in the score, because he's 4 away. Okay, so
Yeah,
Joe's
and I mean
4
that's
away.
the best play anyway at any score.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah. I
spotted.
think regardless of match, that's just it's not, if a play is just clearly best, that's what's going to happen. 2-1.
I think I come down and I split because red has a priming formation. Or he comes all the way up. Yeah, that's certainly reasonable too against
Yeah.
only 9 in the zone. Double 3 is going to make the point on head.
Yep, that's a great roll for Mark. And Mark should definitely be reaching for the cube here at the deficit he's at, right? Well, if it was 3 away, maybe more so. But I still think I would swing it here. With
You
this
can
deficit.
you can double pretty aggressively here at 9 away, 4 away. So the reason is the following: if you're the leader at 4 away and you want to later redouble to 4, it's an automatic redouble to an 8 cube.
Yeah.
Unless it's the last roll.
So this looks. I like the cube here.
Yeah, he just gives it up.
Yeah, I don't play.
Too
That
many
is
gambles.
gammon all over it. That is gammon all over it.
And so for the viewers who are not familiar with it, a gammon is when you bear off all your checkers before your opponent has borne off a single checker. Maybe we
All
can
right.
talk a little bit about that while they're taking a break.
So
So
Joe. Oh, sorry. No, what you're talking.
go ahead.
No. I was gonna say something stupid, but you should definitely talk.
So a gammon is basically when you bear off all your checkers before the opponent bears off a single checker, and that's worth double the stakes. So if the cube were in the middle, then it'll be worth 2 points. And if the cube is on 2, it's 4 points, and so forth. So in a match, like we were talking about, one of the really important considerations when you're thinking about doubling is whether the position is gammonish or non-gammonish. In other words, is one player going to win a lot of gammons? So when I think about that, I think about the opening position. They're about 14% gammons. But when you have a 3-point board like red did, and you were shooting at a blot, it's going to be much higher,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So if you turn the cube to 2 and then you win a gammon, that's 4 points. So how valuable is that for you? Well, it's pretty valuable when you have a big deficit in the match. So you want to think about whether a position is gammonish or non-gammonish when you're considering doubling and when you're considering taking.
And I just want to. I also want to. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Especially when you have a big lead like that in the match, and you find yourself in a gammonish situation. That's a really easy way to blow a lead. It's just you let someone win 4 points on you, and then they've just clawed their way right back up. So Joe, very wisely, you let that one go, and also very wisely, I just want to say he noticed that his opponent's dice were getting really good, so he took a break. He had a big lead. He had a big lead, and then the other guy. I'm just saying, this was a great break. This is a strategic break. He, after that, and then
Some people do that. I don't really have that mentality. I just grind, but I know a lot of people like to take mental breaks, and that's a good idea.
yeah.
So let me ask you: you're at the tournament. Have you had an opportunity to play on this Chris Lloyd board?
No, I have not, because I have been not doing very well in this tournament.
It's a beautiful board they made for this tournament. I haven't
it's
seen
gorgeous.
this one in
It's gorgeous.
particular, but I've played on Chris Lloyd. I know they're the sponsor of the tournament, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Jeff Caruso. Really nice guy, and they make outstanding boards. So I wanted to thank Chris Lloyd for being the sponsor here. Another thing I like to do during the breaks is to talk about upcoming tournaments. So, are there any
Mhm.
upcoming tournaments you're going to be going to?
Well, I will be attending the tournament in Minneapolis,
Oh, that's great with
which
April and Michael coming up on Labor Day weekend.
yeah, and New Orleans is rating to be pretty well attended by a lot of people. Most people I've talked to a fair few people, and they've said they're going to New Orleans. So it looks like if you're thinking about coming to a tournament in the United States soon, you should definitely go to New Orleans.
So I've got the USBGF calendar up in front of me so we can actually make those announcements. The Viking Classic that you mentioned in Minnesota is going to be on Labor Day weekend, August 27th through September 1st. That's organized by my good friends April and Michael Messick. They always run a great tournament. I don't know if you've seen the trophies. They have
Yeah,
like
they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I want the beaver, man. I want the big, I want the crystal beaver so bad.
there's also like that long ship one.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, it's going to be the New Orleans Backgammon Championships, Gammon Go, September 10th through 14th, run by Bill Riles and Tara Mendocino. That's always a good one. He told me I was communicating with him. I think he's gonna have 3 simultaneous streams in New Orleans.
Whoa, that's awesome. The
That-
more
that's
you
gonna
know, it's great. I mean, the more you see, you can see people play, and then you can watch. The great thing about the streams is that then you can watch them back later. Like I've been watching all the World Championship
Yeah,
streams. 'Cause then
exactly.
you can just watch more games and see people playing.
Yeah. So now they're starting, and it's 3-7, which is 8 away, 4 away, which is what I call a sensitive score because the trailer can double very aggressively. He should hit twice here because
Right, because 3 cubes
exactly
are
what you
immediately
said.
flipped back for the match.
right for the match, and he gets full value for all those 8 points, whereas Joe would get only half.
Mhm.
So not quite yet. 6-5,
Do you cover or do you run?
a run.
I like running here as well. Joe hoping for a 1, certainly.
Got
and
it.
he knows how to roll 1s, apparently.
I
So,
think I continue up. This is reasonable, but I
yeah.
might continue up.
I like having the extra guys down there. So this is going to hit because you can't let Joe make a point, and he's got a lot of ways to do it. And
This was one of the challenges was with bringing another checker down. You have a lot of blots that you have to kind of consolidate.
right. So do you think would you come out here with the 6? I mean, it doesn't duplicate anything.
So this-
I like
yeah,
that.
this one's good too, and you kind of keep that 21 slotted.
Yeah, which is nice, especially in the face of the open 5-point. I mean, there's very few numbers that make the 5, and the hit
So
on the.
he didn't hit there. I
Yeah.
would have highly considered hitting on the 21.
Wow, he did. Oh my, yeah.
He didn't. I think I cover the 4-point with the 5,
Yeah.
and then look for the 6. I mean, you could come all the way around from 21 to 10, but I think I would do
don't
this.
think you want. Yeah. Yeah, you could. I mean, it's a play, but I think it's a little. I think you want structure, especially when the other person has a 2-point board. What do you think about playing the 6 down here?
I think
Out of
that's too
curiosity.
many blots.
Yeah.
And the issue with this is now he gets 6s to unstack and hit.
Yeah, that's why I was tempted to bring it down
4-1.
because
Okay, 4-1 hits twice.
yeah, 4-1's gonna twice. So this.
Double 2, that's a great roll.
Wow.
Oh wow, that hits another one there.
Wow. Talk about a joker.
Now at a different score,
This would
Joe
be
may have a
huge
double here, but now he has to be really careful. He's
Yeah.
winning a lot of gammons here.
And then you can win an undoubled gammon and get to 2 away, which would be very nice.
Exactly.
Because then then you can just it's being 2 away is excellent,
It's
obviously.
a very good target score to be at.
And I think that's probably what he's doing here. No, just playing through for the undoubled gammon.
And we've got to tell him to spread the checkers on the bar. So we can see
I'm
him.
not upstairs. I'm
No, I
downstairs.
know.
Yeah.
There's someone down there. I don't know if Andy's there.
That's good.
Oh, that's really bad, putting the yellow checker on top of the red checker. Okay, 4-2. I guess you come in and hit again on the 5-point.
Yeah. There's still 2 in the air. You want to make you want to make structure.
Double 2. Okay, so there's 2.
And they're moving very fast here. All of a sudden.
Or
The dust is
I see Roberto's in the chat. Hi, Roberto. He's talking about the Players Cup BMAB in New Orleans. It's going to be rocking. 5 9-point matches. Time for meals. You ever play in a BMAB tournament?
No, I have not, because I've always had to take off work to get there.
Right.
Get there.
I've actually
So
met a lot of people that just play the BMAB tournament because it's like 1 day or maybe 2 days.
I really want to. I mean, I should.
Yeah.
It's like I like making the 18-point here a lot.
I
Actually,
do.
Instead of hitting.
It puts a lot of pressure on the midpoint checkers.
Yeah,
There's only 5 in the zone.
love the 18 here. And you're right. It puts a lot of pressure on the midpoint.
Like now what? Do you go to the 16 and the 22? I mean, he really wants to unstack that heavy stack.
Yeah. I think upgrading the anchor is nice, and I think you just play it. The midpoint is stripped, so I like this coming out. Yeah. But the midpoint is screaming to be unstacked, certainly.
Yeah. There weren't a lot of good alternatives anyway. So 2, and you're going to play behind.
I think
When-
I think I would play 23, 18, 6-4 here, and just get spares everywhere.
Right. So Falafel used to have a term where you had stripped points in the outfield called islands. So it's just like 2 checkers on a point, and basically it's an inflexible structure. You're going to have to break something with a 6. But now with that spare on the 18, he's able to play a 6 comfortably, like a 6-1, 6-2, something like that. You can play off there. You can play off the back on the 21. So now 5-3.
This is ugly.
You really don't want to put another on the midpoint, right?
No, I think I would step up to the 20-point and probably play the 5 around. Ew. That's so many checkers on that midpoint.
I know.
It's just, I think it's gonna hurt for the rest of the game. Are you hitting here?
That's the thing when you have the stripped points,
Yeah.
like I was talking about.
Yeah, and you let him unstack with 1s if he does that. Oh, there seems to be an
What
issue.
happened?
Tournament, Jamaica.
Oh, just getting a phone call. So it's someone telling him how to play 5-1.
Yeah, probably.
So
I have
clearly
a
he
phone
just
number on my speed dial.
yeah, quick, do this. Yeah, I like hitting. Hitting is fun. Like, everybody likes to hit. It's only a 2-point board, but you have the 18-point, as we noted earlier. So the midpoint has become less important.
Bill Simborg would hit for sure.
Yeah. And then what, you would slot?
You could do that.
It doesn't excite me as much, but it leaves a much nicer position.
Yeah.
This is a little more exciting for me.
2-1. Okay, so he's gonna come in and hit where?
He's got
I think that one.
This has got you got it. You have to unstack. I mean, we've been talking about it. I mean, that you have what? 7. You have almost half your checkers tied up in that midpoint.
Yeah. And you don't really have any direct covers otherwise.
No, this is wow. He plays it to the ace. Interesting. In these long games, I don't know if I could have done that, because if in these long games where you have more than 3 checkers back either side, they're rate to be pretty long, and that checker is going to be out of play for the rest of the game.
Well, it might get hit and recirculated, or you may make the ace point, which may end up being an asset.
Right. That's true, but I'd be very hesitant about sticking a checker all the way
Yeah.
back there, especially when you're down in the race.
So here he can make the 16 point, but it's like, do you really want the 16 point, or do you want to come around to like the 11 point?
Well, I mean, if you make, I
Or he
think
can
if
do
you,
this.
I like that because if you slot, if you're slotting the ace, making it, well, I mean, but then you want to get it recirculated because of the long game, but. This looks like you're kind of abandoning the backstop here. So I don't like making the 16. I think out with 1 if you're going to make the ace.
Yeah, out with that one so you get more return shots should you be hit loose.
Certainly. And this is interesting too. Are you hitting? I mean,
So this is a 4-1.
yeah, you're
So
hitting
that's a
into
4. I might even play 13-12 with the ace.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too because then you get more numbers to make an additional point. And this
So
6
here's
is gonna,
awkward.
yeah, this.
I think I can't play 8-2. I think I have to come out.
No, it's got to come out. Yeah, 8-2 is just too much. I mean, then if you lose your 8 point, then you really if Joe loses his 8 point here, that's going to be really bad.
He can hit with double 4. He can actually hit and cover.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3, and then 6-2 will cover.
Yeah. This looks nice. I mean, this just looks pretty appealing.
Yeah, that's
I mean, look at that outfield control. I mean, that's where this game is going to be. It's how these big long 4 or 5 checker games usually end up unless someone starts to run away with it. Like it all becomes about trying to get home.
another double 4.
I think you.
Race now. You
That's
can
a
make
good
the
question.
4 point. You can make the 4 point if you're behind in the race.
Yeah, I think that, and then the up in the race play is all forward and down. Yeah.
I think so. Eyeballing it looks like yellow's ahead in the race.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And he makes the 4 as you see. Yeah, this looks great. I mean, now you starting to get some real teeth in your board.
4-2. Good. You unstack those.
This probably just has to play inside.
Right to the 5 point. I agree.
Yeah.
And still,
This is
so
weird.
Well, he can play like this. He has a 4 point board versus a 3 point board, so he's a favorite in the hitting exchange, and it duplicates the threes that hit and cover. Now the 6-5.
Ugh.
I know.
That's not pretty at all.
So I think the 6 has to come from there.
Yeah, and then the
5
question
is-
is, are you leaving?
Right. I guess he didn't want to leave a shot.
Ugh. And then now your 6s are going to start to play really. 6 is going to be a number you don't want to see on the dice after this. If you're red.
Right. So with the 5-4, maybe 2 down off the 15. And you're not
Yeah,
going to break through 2.
I think that would be my play. I mean, or no, that doesn't cover it. Yeah, I think that would be my play. You keep the 18 as a backstop, and then I don't really see anything else. I mean,
I
everything
know,
else
that's the thing. It's like you
leaves
can't play off the 18. I mean,
because
you can't. It duplicates 1s and 2s and 3s, but you're leaving 3 blots.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Yeah,
and then
that's-
yeah. So I don't really see anything else here. I mean, you could play this, which he's Joe Russell, so he's probably right. Which I like, but then again, you're disconnecting your position because that blot's going to have to move, especially after Marc will probably have to clean up his board here. I mean, he's going to end up with blots on the 1 and the 2 point, but I don't like this play that much. I mean, I get it that he wants to transfer the spare, but I think making the board is just scaring him a little bit is nice. Well, although I guess when are you going to move the spare? So that's fine. I don't know.
I had to take a quick break. My 4-year-old's
No
going to bed.
So double twos for Joe here.
Is this the original position?
Yes, he hasn't. He has not played any of them, and he elected to move the blot outside and then clear or break his 8-point. And he left a shot, and then what happened after that? It was 5-4, and then Marc rolled 3-2, in which he transferred the spare from the 18 to the 13. And then Joe is now rolling double two and thinking about it.
So one of the things, if you play like 15-13 twice, you'll notice that 1s and 6s are blocked from both outfield points.
Yeah.
So those become really awkward. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's not ones and 6s. It's just the 6s.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like a 6-1 would be awkward.
Yeah, 6-1 would be a nightmare because then you'd have to break the 18-point.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So-
Sometimes you think about the anti-jokers.
Yeah. He could, but he's gonna have to. One of these twos is gonna have to go to cleaning up the blot on the 8, right? Because he can't just leave it out there. I mean, there are too many.
Well, there's 2 blots on the board on the other side. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that is very true, but that is very true, I suppose.
You might cover both blots with 6-2-5-3 here.
So 4, and I would make the 2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. It's just a better point. So now, how is Joe gonna bring this around? I mean, it's funny because then it's like especially in the situations where it's almost like the timing not being in your being ahead in the race is actually a bad thing almost. Or it's
Yeah,
almost
that's how it is.
Yeah.
With the mutual holding games.
Yeah.
Also, prime versus prime games.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I would. Well,
Uh,
I think I would play off the midpoint.
Yeah, I would just keep it simple here. I mean, you want to make sure once you get a shot that guy stays where he should.
So that
I mean,
was
I
a
get
good
it.
roll, like you were talking about, the 2-1, small numbers.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to inch up certainly, right? It can't
Yeah.
do anything else.
If
And
you
you're
play 3 down, was the 4th one.
sorry, yelling outside. There's a gigantic chouette.
Oh, that's how it is. I heard they're very enthusiastic in Jamaica.
There is a gigantic chouette happening right to the left of me. This is ugly. I think Joe has to play this inside. And I would play it I would move that because you could remake the 6 here. It's plausible you could remake
Yeah,
the 6.
and it keeps at 5 also in case you need it.
Yeah, but you can't be giving up shots here. It's too crucial.
Could have broken the 16, at least considered it.
Eesh. That's ugly too. I mean, now I think he's got to go because then he trashes his board otherwise. And yeah, he's got to go. You can't. I mean, it's so important to not trash your board here because
Yeah, he's up by 12 pips.
yeah, and it just lets the other person play with impunity. And Marc hits the shot here, and I think this should come down with the farthest checker back, right? You bear on the 6.
It does bear on the 6. What
6,
is
5,
the other
6, 5, 6, 4. Little numbers to hit, big numbers to come in case you get hit off the bar with a joker.
Yeah, these ones are tough for me at least.
Is there any merit to slotting the 8-point even? I mean, because then that's your bridge to get home. Because I don't think you're not remaking the 6 here, right? You're not remaking.
No,
the 6.
but I mean, like the 8-point would break the midpoint too. That would leave a lot of blots.
Yeah, it would be leaving 6-1 and 6-6.
Yeah, and also subsequent rolls to like clean up.
Wow, that
So
was
he does pass.
That was a quick double cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get tempted to look at those a little bit longer because I'm like, I'm gonna have one roll to come
Oh,
in.
it's hard. How much time
Yeah.
does he have?
Yeah. I don't think
7
it,
minutes.
But again, leading, you don't want to,
Right.
you let that, you don't want to let it get out of control. So 6-1. And that was a hard fought 1 point, I'll say. That is a hell of a game to play for a single point.
Yeah. So now at 4-away, 7-away, not quite so much as at 4-away, 5-away, but the leader tends to double a little bit more aggressively than the trailer, both in
Right.
gammonage positions and in non-gammonage positions, because you get that 2-away score, or it puts you out perfectly.
Right. As opposed to 5-away. So what happens at 5-away, 7-away exactly?
Ooh. So
That's-
Michi calls 5-away the stupid score when you're leading, because 2 points gets you to the awkward 3-away score, and 4 points doesn't win you the match, although it does get you to the Crawford game, which is valuable, but obviously not as valuable as winning the match. You basically want to do your entire work, your entire job, in the fewest amount of games.
Yeah.
So, like, win the match, and then, like, without playing too many games. Then you
Yeah.
can go, like, have a cup of coffee, play in the chouette. There's a double 3. That's
That
great.
was I sorely needed, by the way, that double 3. I was even like, sorely needed. That was a very important role for Marc.
Double 1. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 2, and then 7 to 5.
Barely
Yep.
holds together.
Well, now it's a 4 prime. 2-1's awkward. You slot the 4. Yeah,
It's, I don't know.
So for the viewers, that's called a dilly builder, when you have
Yeah.
a third checker or more on a point that's kind of deep, and it doesn't have a lot of productive places to go. You really wanted to make the 4 point before, putting that checker there.
Yeah, I would have been very tempted to slot the 4, I think, here, or roll double 5 if I was Marc.
So now he's ahead in the race.
Yeah. So this should certainly come all the way around. Now, I don't think there's I don't think there's any merit to staying behind
So
on
it's,
the 16 here.
146 to 119. So he's up by 27 pips.
Yeah, he's probably just counting it right now. Yeah. Nice play. And Joe is just gonna hang out here. Oh, this is
I
bad.
guess you make that, and I may have considered keeping that 5 prime. Anyway.
Okay. That was a quick. That was a bit of an itchy trigger finger kind of cube there.
Yeah. So here it's 20, 30 pips, something like that. That's a lot. He does have shots on that 16 point or his 9 point.
Yeah. What do you think? Would you take this? If you're
I don't
Joe?
like it. I don't like it. No.
Joe gives it up.
Joe's agreeing with me. I didn't even call him this time.
Okay, so here we are at 4 away, 6 away.
6-3. Joe was the chairman of the board of directors for the USBGF for a very long time, and he's done a lot for backgammon.
He is a legend.
Ooh, cocked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, he gets
And
a double 4 anyway.
The dice wanted him to have him. The dice wanted him to have double 4.
That's how it works.
So Joe, okay.
Okay,
Wow, that
16.
plays nice.
Great roll. So Joe is still up by 2 pips, but not anymore.
Would you make the? I don't know. I'd be tempted to make the 5 point there, but
I think
I
this
get it.
is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
the race is close. You don't want to get a third checker sent back. And the 5 point is nice, but the checkers are ahead of them. So Michi has this term for owning the 18 point when the opponent owns their 5 point. He calls it the Phoenix point, because usually when you have the 5 point, it's a good blocking point. But when the anchor is already in advance ahead of that point, then it has no blocking value.
Yeah, this double ones is slightly
I played
awkward.
10 to 9 twice, and then 4 to 2.
Yeah, the 9 point is really nice here to have.
Or you can
And-
play like this and 4 to 3. That way the blot doesn't go too deep in the board.
Yeah, I think either play has merit.
Okay.
6-4.
think I break
I
the 9
was,
there. Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking, yeah, you
Or
break
maybe even slot the 3-point with that blot on the other side. Excuse me,
Yeah.
the 4-point.
What happened? 4-1.
that plays pretty easy, and
Oh, that one. Okay. Okay. All right.
yeah, that plays pretty easy.
Is that Phil Simborg in the background with the hat?
Uh,
I think he just walked away.
I probably he was just standing right there. They're in that there's a gigantic chouette. I mean, really.
He
So,
lurks.
yeah, it's playing behind, and wow, this is getting really wacky. This is Mark 6-3 to play.
I think I might just slot the 4-point 13-4. I mean, what's plan B? You can't give up the anchor. That's like asking for it. You
Can
do
you?
this.
Okay, would it have been so? I was looking at it because I mean, there's a blot in the board.
You have a
Like
stronger board, exactly.
you have a stronger board, and giving up, you would have to concede a point otherwise, and you're way up in the race. It looks like. So I was really like, I wish he looked at that a little bit more because I don't think it was so psychotic, but I mean,
No.
it's not those kinds of plays don't come around very often, but it might have not been the worst thing.
Well, one of the things that happens is like rolls like this become really awkward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas if you had made the right play, no, I'm
But
kidding.
now he has 2 inner blots.
Yeah. So now I like now breaking your anchor here looks great because what does
Right.
Joe have to
That's a pick and
hit
pass.
and cover except 5-1?
Oh, what about those were on the 7, I believe, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can hit and cover, but it's risky.
Sometimes you have to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, I think I'd probably clench my teeth and hit and cover here. I mean, there's no cue. Yes, so
Yeah,
it's
there
not
you go.
like you don't
So
get
there's the
gammon.
extra on
It's
a
only
double 5.
one big roll. That's a big one,
Sorry that I keep doing that, but I'm
and I think you just come up with the 2 here. Yeah. So if Joe doesn't come in, well, he does, and this I would safety the come in on the ace and
Coming.
safety the other
I agree.
block.
Yep. Having a spare on the 6-point is very important. Once your
Yeah.
6-point is stripped, things get awkward.
And if I'm Alex, I'm really wanting to roll a 4 or a 1 here, but Mark. Sorry, I don't know why I said Alex. Yeah, but he did. I think because I'm looking at you, I'm like, oh.
That's fun. And I don't know who that is in the background. Is it possibly Julius High?
No, I haven't. No, Julius isn't at this tournament.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I love seeing Julius. He's great.
Yeah, he's great. 3-2 is going to come down.
I got no problem with it. I got no problem with that play.
Ooh, double
Double
6.
sixes.
1, 2, 3, and 4. So you see those 3 checkers on the 7 and 18? That's 75 pips.
Yeah,
It's like when you get fast at pip counting, you just think about it that way.
I really have to. I mean, it's something that is.
So it's 108 right now for yellow.
Whoa, and another
Now
double
it's
six.
90.
So Mark is holding Joe certainly in this position, with the pip count being what it is.
Yeah.
And Joe's gonna have to roll like something like double 5s to bring this around.
Yeah.
Probably,
four,
right?
yeah.
And this is the only play.
You could also slot the 2-point.
I think
But-
I think you need the less. I think you have to minimize
you have to
shots. I mean,
minimize.
getting hit is costly here.
6-4 is a great roll.
Yep. So is double 2s. I mean,
Would you consider making the 4-point?
I was gonna say if you're as behind as the race would
7-1.
indicate, you might have to make the 4. But I mean, then the future is Joe cracks, and
Yeah.
then you sit there and you wait for him and you hope you can play inside.
74 to 71, it looks like. After the play.
And Joe does have a lot of wastage.
Yeah, I might consider just staying back. But then what happens is Joe's going to play off his 8 point, and then if you roll a 6, you're going to leave a blot.
Yeah, you're the one who breaks first.
Double
And-
5.
Double 5. Double
So
5.
sometimes I play consulting doubles, and then like when it's a strong double but it's still a take, I tell my partner, should we cash this to possibly induce a pass?
Yeah,
Really
this is still probably, yeah, it's too close, right? You can't.
But this is a completely non-gamonish position, so you don't
He
have
has
to
to
be
be
worried
careful.
about certain things. Well, you don't have to be careful about losing 4 points, is what I was referring to.
Right.
So yellow has 42 pips.
So we're 4 off. I think Mark has 4 off. Joe has 2 off. This is gonna help. So if you're Mark, when are you giving the cube here? Well, probably
Good
not
question.
now.
Good question. You want to be, ahead. What I tell people is backgammon is easy to learn but hard to master. The winner is the one who bears off faster. So it's all about bearing off the checkers faster than the opponent.
Mhm.
So what does he have? 6, 7 checkers left? Okay. He's
All right,
not
so
going to double now.
that's-
We don't have to worry about it. Now
Joe
Joe might have a double here.
Joe once again
Oh.
puts him in the dirt with the boxes.
He has
And
7
Joe does
crossovers.
double this.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can do that in this kind of position as the leader because basically you're off. You have 7 crossovers versus 5.
Yeah.
So if the opponent misses, you're in good shape and all your doubles work for you.
Yeah, and I like a pass here to get Joe to 3-way. I mean, it's
Exactly.
3-way
So
7.
that's part of the odd even effect. Exactly.
I like getting him on 3-way 7-way because then you can start being really aggressive with your doubles if you're the trailer.
So that's Jeb Horton, the tournament director. So I've
That
never
was
been
Joe.
to Jamaica. How is it there?
It's gorgeous. I mean, it's hot, so if you do not deal with the heat well, I don't know if I would recommend. Well, I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, the place where they have the tournament is like it's right on the beach.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes, maybe not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes walking to the beach. So
Yeah.
it's spectacular. And, I like a small tournament is nice. Like a small tournament will always feel more hospitable than a huge tournament, of
Right.
course. And, they've got everybody from my backgammon club over there in Antoinette playing chouette with some other people. So
So you play New York?
yeah.
That's
The people
nice.
I play with, we like everybody tries to come to the Jamaica tournament just as like a club, like a
Yeah,
club
it's
thing.
great. So is it humid there or hot? and
Yeah,
dry?
very, very. I mean, it's
Oh.
you're sweating. It's like you
That's
just
really
sweat.
hard for me because like I lived in Tennessee for 8 years and there it gets hot and humid.
Yeah.
But then I lived in New Mexico for a year, which is hot and dry, and I actually prefer the hot and dry to the hot and humid.
Yeah, the hot and dry is nice when it's not the sun isn't scorching you.
Oh yeah, I remember well, I guess it was in the wintertime. I just go in the hot tub. I had an apartment there, and it's like you
Oh,
can
yeah,
stay there
yeah.
forever. But if it's humid, it's like you can't stay there for like I would be there for like 30 minutes, and then you just step out and you're like dry. But
Yeah.
when I was in Tennessee, I was in school. I lived like 2 blocks from the school, and it's like I take a shower in the morning, walk to school, and get get there sweating. So I don't know what
Yeah.
they're talking about here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's some kind of checker discrepancy. I mean, I'm just taking a guess, but I feel like there was maybe some kind of like checker discrepancy or something like that because Joe is holding the checkers, but I don't know. So this is gonna play pretty easily.
So 6 away, 3 away. My friend Daniel Sorensen calls double trouble because you're double away.
7 away. No,
Is it
6
7
away. You're
away?
right.
It's
You're
6
right.
away. Okay.
It's not 7 away. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, 6 away, 3 away. That's right.
Ooh,
So I
double
guess.
five.
Oh wow, that's good. Okay, so with the 4 prime though, that's interesting. So what are you doing here?
I don't think you can double quite yet, but I split here
Yeah,
for sure.
I wish he
Anytime you're
stopped.
behind yeah.
I wish he stopped and thought about it. And he should think
Now,
about it right now. Okay, all right, just think about it.
oh,
And he
I
hit.
might
I don't
step
like that. I
up.
don't like that. I do not like that. Well, how are you going to cover it? You only
And how
have
you
wait.
gonna
You
get
got
out?
to roll an 11. Okay, now I mean if he's not cute, this is 2 down for sure.
Well, I would step up to see some daylight there.
Right. That's true. But I mean, if he's go, I mean, with the blot there, you're gonna want Joe. You know,
Yeah.
Joe performs
Yeah.
in dire straits. So Mark,
Okay.
ooh, this is. You probably have to come out here. No, maybe
Well,
you
the
don't.
4
Maybe you
comes
just,
in and you make the bar point, right?
yeah. No, you make the bar. I mean, he's thinking like he's playing blitz. So I'm thinking blitz, but.
But sometimes the game plan changes in an instant. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, it's much better to make the 2 points.
You know, it's a lot like life. You know, you have to change your game plan sometimes.
So what is this doing? 4-1. You could be really crazy and double tiger, but I don't think that's
Yeah,
right at all.
I think I would just do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It was potential. It was potential, but I wouldn't do it. Okay, a
4-1.
fan is good.
Now he's scared of getting stuck.
So what about 1 in and 1 out?
It's possible.
Because that's kind of a waste of the 1. No, the 1's not really doing anything there.
Yeah. Could have also played 7 to 6 actually to duplicate the 2.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so now 1, 2. I think 2 more right there.
Yeah. Okay, with a fan, this has to be a cube.
Oh yeah. But a 5 or a 2
And
would
the
be
whole
big.
yeah, these are 5-2 is big. Okay, this has got to be double.
Is it possibly too good?
Is it too good?
Don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'm hesitant to say that it's too good because there's not a lot of situations where you cover the blot and then you hit the 5 at the same time. You know what I mean?
So it's not too good for Mark, but it's too bad for Joe.
Yes.
Too
Certainly.
good, too bad. That's
now
Steve
we're-
Sax's joke, yeah.
Sorry.
You know Steve Sax's joke. He says, "If it's not too good, it's too bad."
No, I haven't heard that one before.
You haven't heard that one. So now 5 away, 3 away. So this is score I'm pretty comfortable with because we play like 5-point matches. So here you make the bar.
I'll probably get off it after this one. Sorry again. I was sorry. So 5 away, 3 away. For the people back home? What should they be doing at this score?
Well, again, if you win 2 points, the 3 away score, you get to the Crawford game, but you kind of want to be in a non-gammonish position.
Mm-hmm.
And at 5 away, gammons are good, but not great. Might step up. Might have stepped up.
Yeah, they're playing pretty fast here. Well, I guess Joe's down to 6 minutes, so I guess he's trying to speed it up a little bit.
You got to run now.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. You got to go before the structure starts to get worse. And wow, the hard
way.
He hits it the hard way.
Double 5 plays well. Double 1. 5-4.
That's got to come.
Come
Yeah,
down.
only reasonable play.
Well, now you know it's possible to come out because it is a triple shot, but it was a quadruple shot the other way, and he'd be attacking the board.
Yeah. That's not the only reasonable play. I don't know why I said that.
No, I mean it's hard because you have to think about it. So there's a miss.
Wow, and he misses the triple shot.
Is it possible to come around like this, leaving an ace shot?
Are you up in the race? You must be. If he misses, granted, with an average number.
125. Yeah, let's see. That's 125, 115, and 8, 123. Is that right?
I'm not sure. I'm a very slow counter.
So 125 for red.
I'll remember 125 for.
Here's the what 107 and 16, 123.
125 for red, you said.
Yeah, you know what I do is I put them on my hands like that. So I remember it. So basically, the way I do it is like those 5 checkers on yellow 6 point are 30 pips. The 4 checkers on the 7 and 8 are another 30, and the 3 checkers on the midpoint are 39. So I think about 40. So I add the 60 and 40 for 100, and then I take the 16 from the 16 point and subtract 1. So that's 115 plus 8 more is 123.
Nice.
Those are kind of short.
I have to get faster at counting. I mean, I really do. It's just nice to know the race at all times. So that means Joe should be up at this point like 11 pips.
Yeah, that equalized things. Oh, I would just make the 5 point.
Yeah, I would make. Yeah, I like the. This is a little.
So for the viewers, when you're trying to bear in a race with minimal contact here, basically what you want to do is try to get the ideal bear off structure with the most checkers on the 6 point, then the 5, then the 4, almost like a triangle.
So I think red should be up 3 pips before the roll if I've kept track of everything right. And
now you go 2 to the 5 point.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, so the cube has to be coming if Joe rolls poorly, the cube has to be coming, right?
Possibly. What's that? 30, 60, 80, 287. I think there's an extra checker on red 6 point.
Yeah, there is. I can see it. There's 6 on red 6 point.
So that's 66, 76, 84, 97. 10 pips.
10 pip lead.
Now I think 18 after that.
Okay, I would say
5-2. Now it's 11 pips and 2 extra crossovers.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, especially. I guess at 3-way, 5-way, I would think about sending this because you might even get him to pass. Well, maybe not actually.
So the dead cube take point at 3-away, 5-away is actually lower than money, but this is not a dead cube.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4-away, 3-away is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because the 4-away can go out perfectly with 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
But there is still value of owning a 2 cube when you're at 3-away.
Yeah.
So here at this score, this is the right play for the leader, but for the trailer would have played 2 down.
Right, because the gammon puts you out perfectly.
Exactly.
So Joe loves an anchor here, but he has to hit, obviously, right?
Yep, double 3. So there, make the 3 point on head.
Yeah, that's got to be part of the right play, certainly.
And then I'd probably step up from the back.
Yeah, you don't want to give him good 6s from the bar with the blot down. I do not like that play.
Wow, like that? I was just looking at something, but
not a huge fan of that play. I wonder if he hits. Does he make the bar? I like hitting 2 here. I mean, you have to. You can't let him make points. Joe's elected to hit 2 with the.
Okay. Another double 3. Let's see what he does here.
Now
You have to make the 3 point. Thank you.
Yeah. Now he's got to put it on his head, certainly. And if Joe rolls poorly here, okay. Well, now that keeps the cube off for a while. But if he rolled poorly there, I would take a long look at doubling. Maybe it's not 2-way, 4-way, I suppose, but it's nice to look at things. Do you make the 9 point here?
I think so.
Yeah.
What's plan B, I guess, right?
Yeah.
6-3, you can hit. You can make
You
the
could
18.
make the 18. You could hit.
But then they have all those builders pointing, bearing on the 4-point.
Yeah, that's certainly scary.
That's, what I was saying earlier, I think is a really good lesson. What's plan B? Whenever you think about an option for a play, you have to think about the alternatives.
And
I
Joe's
like
looking at the non-hitting play, which is very interesting.
This is a nice distraction play.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
So you have to hit as part of it, right? That's
Yeah,
got
I
to be
guess
part of
you
it.
hit, and then you come out.
And then you stick it on the ace, maybe?
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Hope he comes in high. I mean,
You got to put that back. That's right.
yep. 2. Yeah, it's awkward.
There's also
I
you
think-
could bring 2 down.
I would, yeah. I guess I'd probably, well, yeah, it's bringing it down is not horrible.
It
I don't
does
know.
need the double shot. 6-4 is awkward.
Pays off, and now I would definitely think about clearing that.
Yeah, that
back
16
win.
point is a lot.
I don't mind paying now.
Yeah, there's
It's a
a
one
blot
shot.
on the
You got a
board.
blot.
There's also a 6-3 and 4-3 and 6-1.
So. With
Okay.
these, oh whoa!
Doubly
I think
aggressively.
it's a little premature because with these outside primes, it's
Yeah.
it's very often, and Joe lets it go.
Well, he lets it go. I guess he didn't like those deep points in his board.
And Joe lets it go, which I'm a little surprised at, because I mean, I guess with 2 checkers on the 21, it's certainly a take. With 3, maybe it's too much if he makes the bar, but those outside primes are often takes. So I'm a little surprised that he let it go so easily.
Yeah, so now we're at 3 away, 3 away. You double a little earlier than money. Because you don't
But I
have
guess,
a-
oh yeah, to go to 2 away, 3 away. You don't
to go to 2 away or to get to the Crawford game with a 2 cube, that's valuable. And you don't have the value of cube ownership you do at other scores, because once you turn it to 4, you only get 3 of those points. That's a good roll. 3-2
Yep.
anchors.
Call you back.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have it. Yeah, excellent to make the anchor there. He's still got 5. Yeah, Joe's got, so it's 5. I mean, they're good on time. It's
Ooh,
funny.
nice.
They've started playing very fast, or faster than they were.
I
so,
like fast play myself.
yeah.
Like,
I'd
are you a
say
faster player or a slower player?
in tournaments, I really try to take my time.
Yeah.
Like if I'm playing cash, I'll be much quicker. But in tournaments, I really try to sit there and think. I try to use as much time as I can without using too much of it. 6-3 is
Just like that,
gonna have to do that. Yeah. All right. Marc hoping for a long shot here, but he doesn't get it, and now this is looking awkward. So you're coming under the gun if you step up, so that makes me not want to step up.
But
I don't think
what's the alternative? That's the thing.
breaking the 7 probably. That's the only. But if you step, but the other thing is if you step up, you're you're putting a blot on the 2. I mean, you're wearing a sign that says "hit me," you know.
So you're looking at this with 6-2.
Yeah, and then the only other 4 is 6-2, which it's just. I think that's
Yeah.
just.
No, that's not where it was.
Yeah, that's not where. Okay, good.
He heard me.
I mean, if he makes the 4 point, it's already bad. So I guess
Okay.
nice cube. I love that cube. I love that cube because this is that cube that you really don't want to take, but you might have to.
Yeah.
Like that was
Some people
Nice
are not
cube.
familiar, but the gammon value on a 2 cube at 3 away, 3 away is similar to money. So while they're taking a break, we can talk about that a little bit.
okay.
Are you familiar with like gammon value? Because some of the viewers are not familiar with that.
I'd talk a little bit more about it.
So basically, the value of a gammon is basically how much extra do you get by winning that gammon? as compared to turning a win into a loss. So, for example, for money, on a 2 cube, if you win a single game, you win 2 points. If you win a gammon, you win 4 points. So the difference is 2 points, right? Now, on a 2 cube for money, if you win 2 points, and if you lose a single, you lose 2 points. So that difference is 4. So the gammon value is 2 divided by 4. The gain from going from a single win to a gammon divided by the loss from going from a single win to a single loss. So 2 divided by 4, which is 0.5. And that's always consistent in money, regardless of the cube value or the position. But in a match, that changes because, for example, if you're trailing 4-way, 2-way, now the cube is on 2, your gammons are going to win you the match. The gammon value is 1. But the gammon value becomes 0 for the leader. When you own a 2 cube and you're 2 away, those extra gammons have 0 value. So that's what you want to think about, the gammon value. But it turns out at 3-away, 3-away, on a 2 cube, the gammon value is similar to money. Now, when you're at 3-away, 2-away, I recently read and had the privilege of proofreading my good friend Simon Barget's book about the 7-point match. Did you hear about that one?
No, but I'm looking forward to.
It's a good one.
Buying
So
it.
it's a good one. And what he does is he categorizes them by color. So when you have to be the most aggressive. So he splits it up between gammonish positions and non-gammonish positions. And what he's found is at 3-away, 2-away, you can double the most aggressively in non-gammonish positions.
Right,
Out of any
because-
score in a 7-point match. Because the cube is dead, right?
Yeah. And if you're, and also, right, if you're the leader, sorry, something odd. But if you're the leader and you take and lose, you have worse odds on your take if you're the leader, right?
Yeah.
Because if you take and lose, you're going to 29% 1-away, 2-away Crawford?
32, I think. But the other thing that's actually interesting is that you can double a little bit more aggressively in certain position types when you're leading 2-away, 3-away than
Like
otherwise.
races and stuff?
For example, if you're playing against the holding game, if you take when you have a 20-point holding game, part of the reason you can take is because you can redouble later if you hit a shot. But what happens at 2-away, 3-away, if you're taking as the trailer, you're going to automatically redouble to 4. So you're not going to have that big to be able to redouble, right? So it turns out to be interesting because you think you want to double more aggressively as the trailer, and usually that's true. But at certain scores, things are a little bit different. Like there. At 4-away, 5-away, you can double more aggressively as the leader than the trailer.
Right, exactly. Because
both,
you're
both in gammonish and in non-gammonish positions. But not quite as aggressively at 4-away, 7-away, because you enjoy a 3-point lead rather than only a single-point lead.
And I feel like, well, this is tangential, but I feel like you're in this long match where Joe's had the lead and Marc has come back. I think Joe has started to really his I don't know. I just feel like his play has become very confident, very directed almost, And I feel like you're like that's that world champion mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's confident.
Where he really you can see Marc is. I think he's maybe a little more tired, maybe a little more hesitant about certain things, but Joe, he's started to kick into his game. He's really, he's turning his game on. And I say this as he's getting put on the bar against 3-point anchor. But putting on the bar against 3-point board, excuse me. I'm getting a little tired myself.
I know. I'm tired too, and it's only like 8 o'clock my time.
I know, it's like 11 o'clock here, and I was playing.
Is that on Eastern time? Jamaica's on Eastern time?
Whoa, that was a quick give and take. That's interesting. Rolling for his life here. Ooh, you do not want to see that.
That's good for red.
Well, Mark's certainly liking his position here. Okay, this could be it.
That 6-5
This
was upside down.
could be it.
Well, one will get him in the game,
Yeah.
and he's got a
Yeah.
little bit of time to do that.
So Mark is probably looking to come around and make the bar. Well, if Joe comes, well, he really wants to make the 2-point, or he really wants to close him out, right? But you probably, I mean, in order of importance, it's probably 2-point bar, right?
Yeah. Are there two checkers on the bar?
No, there's only one. He's just been fanning.
Oh, okay.
I would play 2 down here probably.
Yeah, bring in the builders.
Yeah, I would play 2. You have to pay off. Like it's not even paying off. It's just. Yeah, this is. Joe's really gonna perform
Good,
here.
Joe's gonna need something good. Is that a double?
Okay, that's double aces. So.
There were two checkers there. Look
Oh,
at
there
that.
were 2 checkers. Sorry, you stacked up. That's why you can't stack them up. Yeah,
Yeah,
there were. 'Cause
yeah.
you get another one with the 5-4. You stack them up like that.
So now you
Okay.
so you really minimize gammons with the 23 point, but the 5 point is big.
Yeah, I guess he figures he's getting gammoned often enough from this position on the ace point anyway that he has to reprime, which isn't so ridiculous. I mean, look, nightmares happen all the time.
I'd come to the 6 point.
Yeah, I would come to the 6-point too.
The thing about having the spare on the 6 point is you'd break the 7 point to make the 2 point, but you're not going to break the 6 point to make the 2 point.
Yeah, so
So just to the 6 here.
I would be tempted to play 2 down in hopes to make the bar. That's gonna okay. Well,
So that gives him some timing. Maybe you slot the 2 point here.
yeah. I definitely would. Yeah. I'm surprised. Well, I didn't look at it.
2-1. Dice on
Okay.
checkers is valid. What do you think of that rule, the dice on checkers?
I don't like it. I think it should be on the board.
Really? It moves so
Yeah.
much faster.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's got to be on the board. I don't know. I just don't like it. Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But.
In Joe's chouette, he plays anytime it's flat, even if it's on the bar or on the side. I think, for me, the purpose of the dice is to produce random numbers, and if it's still visible, if it's clear what the roll is, then you're just wasting time rolling again. That's
Yeah,
my
but-
opinion.
Yeah, I think both are equally valid. It's just my personal preference.
Yeah, I understand. The Europeans are the same.
Okay, 1-6 would be pretty exciting.
Yeah,
Almost.
a 6-3 would be awkward.
So yeah. So what do you think about that other? Okay, 5-2 is gonna make it.
Yeah, it was a little awkward there, I thought.
Yeah. What would you have done?
I don't know, because the 6s would have been awkward like the 6-3 right there.
So Joe's just gonna build a board, and Mark is gonna hope not to leave a shot. So are you clearing the? Yeah, with 2 blots, I'm happy to clear the bar here.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
It leaves shots on
Just
doubles.
like look at double 6, and it's really awkward to have stripped 5 point, because you bear in
Right.
and then you roll a 6-5 and you're in trouble.
Okay,
More
so
5-4.
the spare definitely.
Yeah, there
in the-
you go.
To remedy that, we put the spare on the 5-point. Okay, so now it's just that classic ace point game,
Yeah.
and you're sitting and praying.
So
What
this
is this,
looks like
double 4?
5-4. I think it's 5-4. There's a little glare on that. It's going to come in perfectly. Try to save the gammons.
He's going to try to save the gammon, which is probably wise instead of wait for a shot. So this
Okay,
two off the 6, yeah.
Well, no, it was a 5-2, so the 5 is forced and the 2 is
Right,
this.
but I mean play the 2 from the 6.
Oh yeah, 2. Right, yeah. So 6-5 is horrible and 5-4 is bad.
Yep. Okay, we'll see.
No, 5-2.
survives,
See, the
so
5
this-
is forced.
Yeah.
what happens is against an ace point game, the highest point you have to clear is blocked by a certain number. That makes the second highest forced. So here the sixes are, you can't play fives off the 6 point. Fives are forced off the 5 point. So when you have a strip 6 and a 5 and against an ace point game, 6-5 becomes terrible and 5-4 becomes bad.
So Joe is on gammon save protocol here,
Yep.
but I think he should make the 4 point.
The 3 point.
I don't like this, but there's no point. I think he should make the 4 point just in case.
The 4 point board. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he should. The 3 point. Sorry,
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, 6-4 is a great shot. Great shot. And now oh, that's ugly. That's bad. I would have
So
thought about
slotting that is nice because it helps save some gammons if you come in perfectly and need a 2 later.
True. I didn't think about that.
So now you go all the way, have some chances to save the gammon.
The what is it? 9. So he's 5 rolls. 5 rolls to save.
Yeah, I always say 5 crossovers because you don't necessarily take 2 off with every roll.
Wow.
That you do,
Wow.
but it leaves a shot. Some good, some bad.
Some good, some bad. This is a big 2.
6-5 is a good roll for the race.
Good miss. Good way to miss.
Joe had a really good friend who was my friend too, Bob Glass. He passed away. He used to say, "How's the misses?" when you roll that kind of number. Wow, that's a great roll. Okay,
Oh my God.
now this is true gammon save.
Wow. Yeah.
So gammon save is a score 2 away, 1 away Crawford. So there's no cube in play. So for those who are not familiar with the Crawford rule, it's named after John Crawford, and it states that when one player is within 1 point of winning the match, 10 points is in this case here, the doubling cube is out of play for 1 game. Should the trailer win that game, he may double his first opportunity in the subsequent game. In this case, there will be no cube anyway because it'll be double match point. So you play really aggressively for a gammon here as the trailer. And you play conservative like here, you've got to do this.
Okay, 55, here it is.
Okay, so now he's going to be hitting with 6s and 4s.
That's not a good number to
6
roll.
he's going to hit and flip.
Yep, gotta hit. You have to play. I mean, this gammon is huge.
Double 2, look at that.
What a reply. Okay, so that's going to make the 4, yeah?
For sure? For sure. 6-3, okay, hits.
Wow, oh my God. Okay.
But now with the anchor, the gammons are really decreased.
Yeah. You're not so worried about it. But that was a big swing.
I bring 2 around here like that.
Yeah.
Unstacks the midpoint, brings 2 into the zone, bearing on the 5. 5. Oh, that's a great roll.
Yeah. Wow.
That really reduced the gammons.
Wow. Now you're really yeah. Now there's like that cut the gammons down. I think you just make the bar probably, right?
I think he's thinking about hitting on the 2 point.
I don't like that.
But I see he's looking at that. He's even pointing to it as if he heard me say it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're even if you're gonna make it, you're gonna put it behind the anchor. I mean,
Exactly.
It's too many bad things, and also see you just block. Okay, so Joe has to get around. This is awkward.
6 and just step up.
Yeah.
Oh, hello to Boris Dokevsky. Good commentary, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. Please hit the like button. If I'm not mistaken, Boris is from the New York area. I'm not sure.
30. Well, it's not Boris Shafransky, right?
No. Docevski.
So I'm not familiar.
I'm not sure, but if you can hear us, let us know where you're from.
2. I think you want to play to the, as ugly as it is, I think you want to play to the 3-point here.
Yeah.
I
Or I
don't
guess
like.
gammon losses don't matter, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But putting it, wow, okay, double four. All right, so this just makes the 5 prime, right? I mean,
doesn't make the 5-point. Ooh, this is.
I
I
would-
would have highly considered making the 5-point.
I would too. I would have made the 5-point in a millisecond here. Yeah. This I like way less because now you're opening you just open the gammon. The gammon's back on the table. I mean, it's slim, but
Yeah.
you just left your anchor, your insurance policy.
No, I didn't think, yeah.
Yeah, I would have made the 5. Well, you know. Okay, so he sent another one back, comes in on the 2, and that's the only thing you can do. It's the only reasonable 4. 5-3 is slightly awkward.
Yeah. Possibly off the 16. Maybe
Yeah,
two-
that's
two off the
that's-
16.
Yeah, but now look, and now you just put the like freak gammon back on the menu. I mean, it's a little hard to gammon a guy when you have
what
3 checkers tied up in a 5
Yeah.
prime. That's also another play. I didn't even see that play. But
Which one? 2 off the 16.
I didn't see 5 out and then playing to the ace.
Oh yeah, 5 out. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's again.
Double 2.
Okay, great. I would just make the 5. Well, I would.
Oh,
Make
Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia. Thank you.
I would make
like
the
it.
5-point.
Like the cream cheese.
That
Be right
5-point
back.
is. You might never. I mean, the issue with doing this is that you might never make the 5-point. I mean, all those things are stripped. By the time by the time you get those guys around, Joe's gonna have a full board to come and hit you with. I mean, the 5-point. It looks easier to make when you. So with the double 2, I was saying that Marc should. I would think that the 5-point would be pretty important. I mean, I'm not sure because I don't have XG in front of me or anything. But
Yeah.
he might never make the 5-point naturally, even though he has all the without leaving a potential shot. You know.
Were you referring to the double 2s earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stepped away for just a moment. Yeah, okay.
But okay, so now 6-5 is probably gonna come to around.
I agree.
See here, this is the problem. I mean, he might never close the 5-point here, and that's going to be a huge issue.
Yep.
Bearing in
And especially now against that 5.5-point board. Is that a 5-4?
5-4 for everybody, and that's just going to have to do that.
So now you can't even slot.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, 6. Where's your 6? I mean, pick
Maybe
a 6
2 and 6 to 1.
and then hit.
Yeah, that keeps the prime.
Yeah, I think.
Even if
Yeah.
he comes in with a 2,
Right.
he'll likely have to break.
So, ew. So there's the crunching has started.
Okay, so that's good. Covers. Places
Yeah.
point.
And again, I mean, the open 5-point, the open 5.
Oh. Does he want to make the 5? Well, I mean, it's like.
I think you have to keep contact, but then otherwise you have to keep the contact.
So step up with 1 and play 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 3 to 1.
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, if you abandon the 22, you're basically giving the game away.
Yeah.
With 3 checkers back, you can't win that race.
Okay, so this becomes awkward.
Double 5.
Well, I guess it creates a gap.
Yeah, but again, this can be awkward because now you
6-5,
running with
6-1,
one
6-3. You're gonna run, but like the next 6-5, 6-3, 6-1 is gonna be problematic
Exactly.
for red.
Exactly. And again,
like 5-4.
he has not closed there it is. And
There you go.
he didn't close the gap on the 5-point. So all of these issues are being created as a result. And Joe hits it.
There you go. Okay, Joe has a chance. Probably not gonna win a gammon here, but okay.
No,
there's the
I think
5.
his gammon hopes are. I mean, unless Marc hits this checker, which he really shouldn't, but that would be psychotic. Um, so 6'5".
Wow.
This is weird. I mean, is there a world where you play it to the ace? You just dump it
31.
on the
Yeah,
ace?
yeah, 13 to 12 to 1. Yeah, that's what I was thinking out.
Yeah, because you want the deepest contacts. There's only 1, 2. Well, I guess then you're making 1, 2, and 1, 1 play really well if you stay. But they wouldn't play well afterwards anyway. But you
If you,
want coverage of the whole. You want as much coverage as possible,
I guess the first question is, I'm thinking, are you going to play off the 22?
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
don't think
that's.
so, right?
I think you need the backstop. You need as much contact as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so
And
there's
now
you
you're
could duplicate the threes, but okay, so this leaves 6, 4, double 5, and double 1 in addition to twos. Double 6 might be
okay.
the hard
So
way. No,
yeah,
no, no. 2, 3. Okay, he did that. That was fine.
okay.
Ended
So
up being legal.
Joe put his rolling shoes on, and
Yeah,
now he's got to go. I think
better
we
than
might
having
see.
might see a DMP. Yeah,
I think we're gonna see true double match point.
yeah. It's better than having your dancing shoes on. 3-5 is awkward.
That
That's the
takes-
problem with having gaps there.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, Joe, he really stole this one. I mean, if he wins it, he really stole it. You know?
Yeah, that's how it works, though.
Yeah, but but again, I mean, I keep saying it, but it's like if he just made the 5 point, I bet you he would have had way
Yeah.
less issues, and he had 2 chances to do it.
It's kind of hard to learn those kinds of lessons because you don't think about that. Like later, you're reviewing the match or watching
Right.
it. It's like you don't think about that. But
It's so
yeah.
innocuous. I mean, it seems so innocuous. You're like, oh, I have all these guys to make the thing, and I have all these guys to make the excuse me. What is this?
Double
Okay.
3. That was a double 3.
Okay, so
Seven,
it's we're even number of roll. Well, he's a roll
6
behind.
crossovers, 5 crossovers, and 6 crossovers.
Okay, so Mark needs only 1 double.
Yep.
Mark
Followed
needs
by non-double.
Mark needs only 1 double. Okay, let's see.
So it's basically 1 out of 6.
Joe doesn't even give him the see. That's how you know you're world champion. You don't even give him the chance to roll a double. You just roll a double.
So he had a chance the previous roll.
But it's that last roll when people start to do it. I'm just
So
good.
this is going to be double match point, one away post Crawford. A lot of the plays are different because gammons have no extra value, so you don't blitz as quite as often. Gammon losses are not as costly, so anchors are devalued. Since there's no cube and the game must be played to its conclusion, racing plays often become better or stronger at DMP.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mark's slots, which
I think that's reasonable at DMP.
really, in response to 6-1.
I don't think it's the right play, but I think it's close. I think an opening 5-1 is actually tied.
To be honest, I don't know my DMP theory that particularly like down pat like I should.
You see a lot more banana splits at DMP.
So what does this do?
This 2 down and 1 out.
Yeah. I mean, there's a world where he misses a shot, right? 6s and 1s.
Oh yeah. Pete Jarvis says Joe may be heading for another comeback. I actually, I don't know if I would have done that, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a huge fan of that play. I would have come out, probably.
Oh, he's slotting. Look at that.
And Mark is slotting, which I get. You know, he's down in the race, right? So I like the slot here. It's not unreasonable. Joe hits it.
2-1 could also make the 5 point, which is actually really nice.
Oh yeah. It is really nice, especially with it's going to be especially with that structure. I mean, with the 6 and the 7 like that, and the 2 already made. I mean, it's going to get hard to unstack those checkers on the 6.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think I think you got to hit because otherwise you start getting locked. You start getting
I
prepped.
like that play actually. I probably would have done that.
I think I probably would have hit.
Yeah.
I think I would have hit. And the 2, I think, just comes inside. You don't want to split into that structure, right? I mean,
Although
with the,
you're not really worried about getting blitzed at
Right.
DM2. So
Right.
sometimes those plays are right. Okay, double 5.
oh, see,
Maybe
see,
3 point?
see.
Oh
see.
yeah. It's called Monday morning quarterback, right?
Yup.
I don't know if they have football in Jamaica, but he hit back 2-1.
This guy, you have to hit back.
Yeah,
You
you're
you
not
must.
afraid at DMP like you are in a money game.
Yeah, you
Can't be
have to.
doubles. 5-2.
That's
Okay.
That's a big fan. That is
It
a
was
big
big.
fan. That's huge.
Double 6.
Double
Oh my goodness.
sixes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh my God.
He was hoping for
barring-
1-6.
Wow. Double 6s. That
He's
that's
thinking
a
of whether to
real.
hit another checker. I think I hit.
That is a crusher. Yeah.
The reason I hit is because if you get stuck on the back and you have to crack your board,
Yeah.
you'll have more on the bar.
Right. That's a great point. Yeah, exactly. Because there are those situations where you have an accident and you roll double 5s, double 4s, double 3s, and then you're just like praying to get around the board while in time, and that helps a lot. And Joe's structure looks great right now.
There, look at that.
Uh-oh.
He's going to need 6s, 5-1, or 4-2. So that's 15 numbers.
And he doesn't find it.
You don't step up. He might
No.
actually. Oh, so now he's killing his own.
Oh, he
sixes?
kills 6s. He kills 6s. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know if you really want to kill 6s. I mean, you want your 6s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. You're playing them anyway. You're playing them anyway. So 3-1. You go to the ace here, no?
I mean, another consideration would be to kill the 5s like this.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
So now it's going to be a lot harder for him to break the board further.
Genius play. Okay. Wrong
See, I
side.
told you, I learned a lot from Joe, so I know how he thinks.
Right.
There's the 6.
Wow.
And that does leave the double 6.
Yep. Okay. Wrong one.
Oh, hello, Pete Jarvis. Thank you very much. He's enjoying the commentary. 3-1, so 3.
Yeah, I would love to be able to
Oh,
play
that
in
leaves a
those.
bad double 5. The double 5 would be bad the other way. Well,
1, 2. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
he's
bad
looking
double
at it.
fives.
you can play 3-2. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's true. That does leave a bad double 5s.
That's what you want to think about in these, just like the disaster rolls, especially the large doubles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
double 5s is awkward, double 6s is bad. It's the double 5 here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he's in with
Comes in
1.
with 1. That's right. Yep. There's a crowd there. Uh-oh.
Oh,
He doesn't have to hit. He can play there
Oops.
and there. So he does that so that rolls like 6-5 work next.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that was cocked. 6-2 comes
Okay.
in.
Don't.
Now he
Yeah.
wants to avoid the double 3 here. Okay. That's
Oh,
the 50.
just
That's the
barely
50.
makes it past. Okay, so this. Well, okay. I'm not gonna call the corner.
Never
yet.
say never.
I'm not gonna call the corner yet. It's backgammon.
So that's the. This is called a 0 position. There are no 0 rolls that leave a shot next. Michi talks about that in endgame technique.
And fanning, of course. Marc wants to stay on the bar.
Oh, double 4. At least it was a double.
Mark wants to stay on the bar. Mark needs Joe to leave a shot, which is looking not likely unless Joe rolls something with a 1, but he's doing a very good job staying on the bar. So Joe needs to roll something with a 1.
Nope.
Wow, he's rock solid. Yeah, the shot is very unlikely, and that's going to be a handshake. Wow. What a I didn't, wow.
Back
What a
and
game.
forth. Phil is congratulating him.
Wow, what a game. That was yeah.
I
Usually
enjoy
when someone starts
commentating.
coming back, like that, a lot of people, you get worried, you get nervous. Like Joe had a big lead, and then it started to slip away, and then the other guy even got to Crawford, but he stayed very calm. He'd and you can't get nervous in these situations, and it's something not a lot of people like. You don't think about it when you're watching it from home, because you think like backgammon is the easiest game ever to play, like when you're not sitting at the table, But when you're sitting at the table, you start to do things. You start to notice yourself get a little weird if you're not familiar in those high pressure situations. So, credit to Joe obviously for staying cool despite his opponent having a surge and just
Absolutely.
And just
Yeah. One time, someone was asking me like, "How do you like not let the highs and lows and all the excitement and the swings get to you when you're playing a match?" So what I do is I think about every single play as if it's like a quiz position. Forget
Yeah.
about playing in a match. Don't think about what happened before.
Yeah.
You do want to consider the possibilities of what's going to happen in the future, but that's what you think about. And it's like water under the bridge. There's nothing you can do to control what happened in the past. Don't even think about it. Only think about the moment. Don't think about, oh, I was losing, I came back, oh, he came. I don't care about that. It's just that's all you think about. But I really enjoy doing the commentary. It's been a pleasure. I really like this remote commentary because it allows for someone to help when they're not on site, and I particularly enjoy when there's like a live chat because you can interact with the audience.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off.
Okay, I'll stick around for a little bit.
I'm gonna get off. I think because I'm getting a little. I've been looking over at that big chouette, and I want some action, especially after I lost.
Oh, okay.
Jamaica. But I will. Last thing I'll say is that about the what you were saying about the quiz thing. It's like, yeah, I know. Also, I'm playing really well in a match when it's like you don't have an opponent really. You're just looking at the board, and I mean, you do, obviously like you notice tendencies. You can notice tendencies with some people where you're like, all right, I can double a little bit earlier, I can blah 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 blah. But I know I'm playing. I know I'm playing well if I'm like I don't even have an opponent. Like the checkers just move, and I'm like looking at each position and trying to figure out the best thing to do. So, anyway, it has been an honor to call this amazing match with you, sir. And will you be coming to New Orleans?
I wish I could. It's really hard for me to travel with work and family commitments, but I'll be watching. I really enjoy watching the live streams. Do you watch them like when you're not at a tournament?
No, I watch the videos though, just because I like to see. I like to see how people better than me play, and then just pick up on what they're doing. And also when you watch games play out with the cube and stuff like that, it's always instructive for me. I mean, even watching this, there's so much stuff that just came up that we talked about that the more you see it, the more it gets reinforced in your head.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a good night. I'll stick around. Andy is the one who's running the stream, so she will text me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she wants to. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Okay. So let me just say okay to her. So we're going to end the live stream for tonight. I want to thank everyone, Bernard, everyone else, Roberto for allowing us to stream, everyone in Jamaica. I believe it's Joey Issa, of course, Chris Lloyd, all the players, all the viewers in the chat. Thank you for joining me. You have any other comments before we conclude?
Just have a good night. And
all right.
See you later. All
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.